States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover.
No, easy, hold on.
As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them. As America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how.
What the fuck?
By refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
Buzzer, what is up with Tarantino, man?
What?
What happened to him?
People say I got a real twisted sense of humor.
He looks like he should be on the back of a $10 bill.
Oh my God.
Royce Lopez.
I don't know what it is about him.
Hola, me llamo Royce.
Maybe I'm sick of hearing about him.
Yeah, I don't like hot hair.
Maybe it's his face. He's a punchable face.
You wouldn't download a pig, would you?
He's done nothing to me. He's probably a nice guy.
I don't care.
I don't know what it is about the guy.
Big Cranberry has been lying to you.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast.
He looks like he should be flying a kite with a fucking key on it. Brendan says he hasn't been able to use the N-word for a while. That's the source of his youth.
Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time. Here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce.
Hello. Hello. Hi. Hello. Why can't I hear myself?
Hold on. Did I turn you down by mistake? It's possible. Can you hear yourself okay?
I don't hear myself really, frankly, at all. It's weird. I don't know if it's... can everybody else hear me?
Yeah, no. Your levels are coming through fine.
Oh, you're muted, dog.
Don't.
Yeah, you sound fine. Don't listen to Virgie.
Yeah, that's weird. Can you hear me?
I can hear you and the other stuff. Maybe I'm dying.
Your levels are the same as mine.
That's cool. Maybe
he's here, but he's dying.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The merch sounds okay to you guys, right?
Yeah, no, it sounds fine.
Maybe I'm a ghost.
Yeah.
No. Ghost Dad.
Do any of these fuckers... You saw fucking Shirt Brother died?
Yeah, I saw that.
Biff Whiff died, dude.
That was his name?
I thought he was already dead.
Yeah, Biff Whiff.
That's not a real name.
But he's not a real
Yes,
person.
yeah.
Did you see
Well,
him?
if he's dead, then yeah, obviously he's not a real person anymore, but
That's mean.
he was.
He used to be a piece of shit, but he's not anymore.
Oh, it's a shame.
Second hour, we have Blind Mike is going to be on.
And we just decided we're going to have him on, we're just going to taunt him.
Yeah, I was planning on it.
We're going to basically just be like, ha, we can see.
We're going to do this thing
Really-
with like, hey, what's
really
your favorite
lowbrow.
color? And then we'll be like, oh, man, how cool are birds? Like, what's your favorite feature about a bird that you like? And stuff like that, you
Just,
know?
just being nice, cool dudes like we always are.
Yeah, I like to think that we're the coolest and nicest dudes, honestly.
What's color?
Yeah. The problem with this new like pinning stuff, all you have to do is like accidentally click one of the chat like things and it's pinned. Like I should let me right click it, Rumble, for the love of God.
Nah.
You're right.
Maybe if you pay for Rumble Premium,
I
they'll
do.
add that option.
I do pay for Rumble Premium.
You got to get Rumble Premium Plus. It's the new service.
Oh, that's the one without ad. That's the one without the ads, and also it works. Okay, cool. And also you get treated with respect. Cool.
Well,
Relatively
Well,
speaking.
disrespect. Doctor disrespect.
Whatever happened to that guy?
I don't know. Whatever happened to him? Well, yeah, we're at this point. We're at this point now where this happened before when Trump won.
Yeah, I believe we're at this point we're at is called February 2017.
Yes, and
Doesn't it feel
From
like?
Washington, D.C.
Doesn't this feel like, in a sick way, that we went through the Unity from Starfield?
Yeah, we're back to the beginning.
We're doing New Game Plus.
Yeah, we're back to the beginning. It's kind of cool. I found out today somebody was going through the archives, and which, by the way, the ROTC archives are also in a limestone mine. Our very first episode of Revenge of the Sith was July 6th, 2017, and it was an offshoot special of the old show I used to do, Dutch and Royce. But Mersh and I did that show instead on the old More Like Radio feed. And boy, I listened to some of it, Mersh.
Was it really good?
Did we have hope in our fucking hearts?
Yeah, I mean, that's what
And terrible
happens.
microphones also. Okay, let's point that out. The microphones were really bad.
Yeah, I would like to go back in time and smack that optimistic punk right in his face.
Yeah, I'd be like, what were you thinking?
Yeah.
But no, we're back there. But this time it's
Oh,
like...
you thought this was going to be good?
It's not. But we did learn something in our many, many years, is that time is a flat circle, like Merce says. You go through the Unity, you go back to the beginning, and maybe you'll get lucky and all the people will be kids or whatever.
Mhm.
Or maybe you'll go through it again and realize, wait a second, this is just the same game over and over again.
Yeah, they're going to steal
And then
the
you
election.
start thinking things like, if this is this bad, how bad's the new Skyrim going to be? Those are the things I start
it's-
thinking.
It'd be fucking
Okay.
terrible, dude.
Yeah.
That is really bad. Ugh.
Yeah.
I'm thinking next time we go through the Unity, it'll be Barron as the president.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I'm fine with that. I don't really care. He'll be 700 feet tall.
That would be great.
Like a Shadow of the Colossus boss.
That would be,
you know, like that.
sick.
Yeah. Well, we're doing. He's not my president protest again. We're back. We're doing that again.
Breaking out that old
Yeah,
gag.
yeah.
See to Atlanta,
You know, it's so
North.
funny. Without all the Soros money and all this shit backing them, they don't have a marketing or creative team anymore.
No, they
so
don't.
this is just the stragglers left over from a few years ago, like the women and the whiny minorities and like the Portland leftists, like just
They're-
the little pockets left that are.
Their pussy hats have stains and like are frayed.
Yeah.
You know.
You know what it reminds me of? They actually remind me of. Remember, after World War II was over, there was just that little pocket of Japanese.
Oh, yeah.
that
Are
refused
those
to
islands?
surrender.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
just pretended like the war never ended. That's what this feels like. There's like maybe a couple of hundred Japs left that are just like, nope, we're fighting to the death, and you're like, all right. I mean, it's gonna take us like 2
And
days to
also,
clear you out.
If you believe, if those people that defend that we had to drop nukes to win the war, which I don't agree with, shut up, Virgie. But there's the fact that one would have been enough. We didn't need to do two. I think one kind of made the point.
Well, why
you
didn't
know?
they surrender after the first one?
They had like seconds. Like didn't have a lot of time.
Well, you know, sometimes you gotta be by the phone, especially at wartime.
From Washington,
have
D.C. to Atlanta,
Yeah,
North
people
Hollywood to
involved,
Sacramento, Americans far and wide protesting on this President's Day, denouncing President Donald Trump and his billionaire advisor, Elon Musk.
Big rally took place today in downtown.
By the way, guys, just as a reminder, I know it's been a while. We took 4 years off. Billionaires are bad guys again. Remember, for a while, their billionaires were good guys because all the billionaire tech guys were on the left side and they were doing what they wanted, or the deep state side. Forget the left, the deep state side. And then, but now billionaires, they're bad again. You can hate billionaires. Do you saw Bill Burr's little fucking thing like, yeah, dude, we should be billionaires should be round up and hunt for sport. That's what he said. Bill Burr said that. That we should.
That's
round
what
up-
I say. You know, just as every man. You know, every guy just owns a helicopter. You know.
Yeah, no, seriously. Hey, not everybody has a black wife and is a millionaire because honestly, if you want to start doing that to poor people, millionaires are the same as billionaires. Do you want to be hunted for sport, William? I don't think so. All right? Your cardio doesn't look too great because the only thing you're good at is running your mouth. Well, unless your black wife tells you to shut up.
Yeah, and also, you
I
know,
can say that because his wife is black. It's his black wife.
and also, you're living proof that bald guys should never get facelifts.
Oh my God, because you don't have 100%, thank you. Because you don't have a hairline to hide the lift where that's where you normally
Where all
hide
the
it.
scrunched up skin is.
Yeah, so then you just have like a Pomeranian butthole skin is what it looks like.
It looks like a pro wrestler, but he gigged himself on the side of his head at every show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Downtown LA, Fox 11's Christy Fajardo was there.
By the way, Bill Burr worth $20 million.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I think people that have more than $1 million should be hunted for sport. If we're gonna start saying things like that, Bill. Now, I don't believe that, but that's basically what you're saying. The amount of money doesn't change the fact that we shouldn't be hunting people for sport. We should be hunting them for money and bounties.
Can I ask a question about this story?
Sure.
Fox 11. Is this L.A.?
This is L.A., yes.
And this is the lineup, huh?
Oh yeah, okay, okay.
Wow.
No. It's not. No. This sucks because we've seen Fox 11 when it's the baddies. This is just President's Day. Probably the normal crew had it off. These are the fill-ins. That's what we're
Still,
dealing
man,
with.
in LA?
I know.
Christy?
All the hot ones now work for Fox Austin.
Probably.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, it has been a day of protests here in LA County, and I want to show you video from Sky Fox.
Because LA's the county where they do protests instead of like work, or like not have fires.
Hey, in their defense, everything's on fire and they have no jobs to even work.
Remember that "To Live and Die in LA" song?
Yeah.
Boy, they really, really chose the latter, huh?
Yeah, we really put emphasis on the latter of the
Yeah,
two.
seriously.
Is the protest that is just wrapping up.
So can I ask a question? Because they keep talking about fascist America, authoritarianism, dictatorships, right?
Mm-hmm.
Explain to me how dismantling pieces of the government makes the government more authoritarian.
Here's how, and it's very simple. Because these people, look, it's a machine. The one, what Doge exposed, and this is the best part about one of the best things I think that Doge exposed, is how all of these companies were getting paid off to have a unified message, right? Like, and they're doing it now. But the problem is now the emperor has no clothes anymore, and we already know the trick they're playing, which is like, but here's the thing. If somebody robbed my house, right? And then some guy comes by and he's like, man, I saw the guy that did it. Hey, and whatever. And I go, excuse me, you're not a cop. Get out of here. Wouldn't you want the guy to help you figure out who fucking robbed your house instead of getting mad at him?
No, this is
so stupid.
This is even worse because this would be like if a guy came up to you and said, "Hey, I saw who robbed your house," and then you called the police on the guy
On the hit,
said,
yes.
said he saw who robbed your house.
Right. Also, I love the fact that, like, can you believe it? Do you remember the moment we covered it on the show, the moment that Elon turned on Biden after the Twitter files dropped, or just Democrats in general, how all of a sudden the SEC opened up all of these investigations into all of his fucking companies? Remember that? Remember when they told him, hey, you're not allowed not to hire people based on the fact that they're foreigners. And he goes, but this other thing says that since it's a top secret thing I'm working on, I'm not allowed to hire. Which one do you want me to do? And it's this consistent machine that's attacking you. But one of the funniest things, and somebody else brought it up, hindsight's amazing. I forget who brought it up, but it's a really good point. We covered it on the show. Looking back, we said that there's, the Kamala and Biden don't like each other. But looking now back, there was like an entire civil war. And there still kind of is one in the Democrats, right? When Biden put the fucking Trump hat on, we all were like, what a dummy. Dementia. I don't think so.
No, I don't think, because we didn't even say that when it first happened.
Yeah.
We right away on this show, we were like, what's he doing?
Yeah, what's going on?
What is he doing?
Because it's not that he put it on. He asked for it back. Like, it was
thumbed up, and did the thumbs up and everything.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
There were about
I think
300
Biden
people
just
who
had a
gathered
few moments of clarity every once in a while, and every time he did,
Yeah.
he lashed out.
Yeah.
And then went back into his coma.
outside LA City Hall and then marched around downtown Los Angeles, many of them carrying signs in support of immigrants and against mass deportations.
That's the problem with mass deportations. It doesn't matter what you want.
Others,
They're not ask you kindly to leave.
were protesting against what they call the president's
You know what, though?
attempt.
Look at this huge protest. I bet this is going to move the heart of Tom Holman. I'm sure he's going to change his tune.
He's trying to arrest AOC, bro. He doesn't fucking even care about this dude. He doesn't fucking care.
It does the little animated Grinch thing and zooms in on his heart, and it gets 3 sizes smaller.
Yeah, it shrinks. That's so hilarious.
You're an efficient one, Mr. Holman.
At a coup and also fascism, and as you said, it caps off.
How effective do you think it is to protest in an area where literally everyone agrees with you?
I'll tell you, man. But he's gonna turn this little Whoville into a Werville once he fucking sends ice in there. Wasville.
Bro, I swear that, I want to just go back to addressing these people when you see them and going, I want you to do me a favor. Define fascism.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is it? Tell me what
None
is
of them
fascism. And they just break down. immediately.
It's that layer of skin in between, I believe.
Like,
right? Is that what it is?
You know, the government, like, man, and they're like authoritarian and like Nazi.
Look, say what the fuck you ever want about Trump, but this, honestly, everything they're doing it in front of us. Like, there's a lot. They're like, look, here's what we found. Here's what we're doing. Every day he's taking questions from hostile media. No. This authoritarian is what happened in the last 4 years, where we didn't even know who was in charge of this fucking country, and they were trying to arrest people for memes. They arrested somebody for a meme.
Protests.
We're not gonna take it.
The thing is, we should protect trans kids from trans people.
Yeah, from their parents.
In North Hollywood, honks of support for protesters.
How do you know they're for support?
Who dubbed this "Not My President's Day" or "No."
Here's the thing. Once again, it doesn't really matter what you think. He is the president.
No King's Day, taking aim at President Trump.
Actually, calling it not my President's Day is pretty funny, considering the fact that President's Day is partially to celebrate Abe Lincoln's birthday.
That's true. He's not my president either. You know what I call him? The meddler.
Never forgive him.
Trump's policies and cuts.
We have no kings here, so we're only interested in...
Burger? Look at Dick Masterson back there hiding in incognito. You don't see him? You see him with the glasses?
Oh, my God.
There he is. He's hiding. There he is.
I really feel like that could be him.
Yeah, knowing him, yeah.
Presidents that actually do their job.
The only problem is, you know it's not him because he would have been live on Twitter and antagonizing them.
Yeah.
Inflation's going up. We need to bring our...
Oh, so now inflation's a problem.
Whoa, you can't curse on TV.
Did you say inflation's a problem now?
Now inflation's a problem.
But it wasn't. First of all, I was told during the last 4 years that there was no inflation.
No. They said it was transitory. I'm sorry, trans-identifying? I don't know what the right term is.
You bitch.
Yeah.
Groceries.
Ma'am, inflation is caused by the federal government having to borrow money from the Fed, increasing the supply of money in our fucking economy because they have to pay down a deficit that Trump is trying to fix.
Yeah, but hold on, but it's the Fed, which means that we have accountability over it, right? It's not a private organization. That would be crazy.
Dude, these Democrats arguing about inflation right now sound like imagine if you were bitching about drunk drivers and you were still wearing an ankle monitor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the fucking balls on you.
We have the first pictures, Mersh, since we want to talk about kings and stuff, of them auditing Fort Knox. Here's what they found inside. This is for real, dude. Here it is. There. It's weird that it was Shutterstock, but whatever.
Well, here's just thinking of, and by the way, a good preview for the next hour. We're gonna send somebody. If the globalists want to send somebody into Fort Knox,
not him.
Blind Mike.
You know what I got him
send
as a
him
gift in a swag bag? Because you do our show, you get a swag bag. Got some Meta Ray-Bans.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dog.
Nice.
It's cool, right?
I got a
President
movie.
Oh shit.
Trump's policies and cuts.
We have no kings here, so we're only interested in presidents that actually do their job.
We don't have any kings yet.
What I want you to look so far, I want you to look behind them. Ignore her for a second.
Ignore Dick Masterson. Ignore all of them.
Interested in presidents that actually do their job. Inflation's going up.
Hold on. Incel clown posse. Hey, dude, you don't fucking crush any puss.
Yeah, listen, if there's one thing I know about Elon Musk, right, I think we can all agree, is that he's absolutely an incel.
He's not having sex.
This guy gets zero pussy. And there's no, any kind of, definable proof that he's ever touched a vagina.
Yeah. Tell that to fucking Ashley's $1 million cunt.
Inflation's going up.
I can't wait for her to argue why she needs $100,000 a month of child support.
We need to bring
probably because how big her shoes are.
Royce.
Did you see the Dick Masterson tweet? He's like, this is not a 26-year-old woman's foot.
No. Yes, Pessy.
Oh, she doesn't have $1 million cunt. Elon has $1 billion sperm. Her cunt's about what, like a handshake?
No, her Section 8 pussy getting filled up. But this is like trading places.
It's a co-op.
Yeah. Fucking their Section 8 pussy. I cannot stand her. By the way, I disliked her before this. This has nothing to do with Elon. Just to point out. All these MAGA thoughts, dude.
Our costs of groceries
Elon
down.
Musk, fucking Ashley St. Clair is like driving a fucking Rolls Royce through fucking Compton.
I like that. I liked the meme of the Homelander, the one where he's crying in the movie theater.
Yeah.
And it's like Lauren Southern realizing all the other conservative grifter thoughts fucked Elon Musk and she fucked Destiny. I was like, nice. Everybody, dude, there's so many e-thoughts that have just been catching strays because of Ashley St. Clair. People are making memes about other ones again.
Fight.
Ashley St. Clair caught some strays, technically.
Basically, for me, Musk.
Remember when Lauren Southern tried to have her little comeback and she emailed us? She was like, I actually want to come on. And we're like, nah. Now we're Gucci.
You know, he wasn't elected. What is he doing? And why is he in all of these agencies?
Fauci wasn't elected.
Turns out the vast majority of the federal government isn't elected.
Most of the people that got those blanket pardons at the end of this term weren't elected.
A lot of people in USAID weren't elected. All of them weren't elected, as a matter of fact.
Agencies he shouldn't be involved in.
Okay, but what are you going to do about it? See, fucking losers? Nobody cares anymore.
It's a scene playing out across the nation. From
a bunch of people that are getting overtaxed and can't spend any money are fine with the government wasting their money because the media told them to.
By the way, from now on, when people say to you things like, I'm sorry, but we didn't elect Elon Musk. No, you know what? That is a valid point. You know who else we didn't elect?
Joe Biden.
Kamala Harris. So
I was going to say Joe Biden.
Oh, well, I mean, technically, yes. But this time around, it's like, you know, they're like, we didn't elect this. Well, yeah, but we also didn't elect Kamala Harris. So you're just going to have to live with whatever Team Trump has in mind. Because they got elected, whether you like it or not.
Did you see this?
Also, in Washington, I'm Matt Gelker for the National News Desk, America's News Now.
Matt, thank you. Elon Musk also exposing growing concerns about the integrity of the Social Security program. Musk posted data that Doge found, revealing there are tens of millions more Social Security recipients.
Man, you know what? The fact that we're cutting funding for people that are 150 years old is brutal. Those people need it more than anybody else. They're 150.
Can I?
This is Joe Biden's voting demographic right there. 100 and down.
We're like, what, about 380 million people, give or take.
Give or take.
In this country.
With illegal or illegal?
Legal.
Legal, like 360.
360. Probably about 370 by now, because
Yeah.
we're, 350 a while.
And you have to
while
count
back.
the hill people.
Yeah, the hill people that don't do the census. So this is no. I'm trying to put this into words, right?
I know.
This is egregious.
Yeah.
Like, this is, if you ran a company and there were these like little shell things that you were moving this kind of like, you would go to prison. This would be a life sentence in prison.
Here's what. Let's go through the. I just want to look.
How does nobody just go, I don't think, and I'm just thinking outside the bun here. I don't think that there are 3.5 million people in the United States between the ages of 140
Can I say something else?
149.
I'm going to go even crazier than that. I don't believe. I know this is nuts, Smersh, okay? But I'm going to break the paradigm, is what they say. I don't think there's 879 200-year-old people.
I think that one's a little more believable.
Okay, you're right. That seems more believable.
It's not 3.5 million.
Also, guys, 90
There's
to
got to be some old
99-year-olds.
Chinese guys.
In
I've
China?
seen Big Trouble in Little China. and
that's a good movie.
There's maybe 800 or so of those guys.
This is
Mersh, Asians look like 150 the minute they turn 70, to be fair.
That's
And
true.
also 90 to 99, 6 million?
That number seems a little high.
Weird number. I'm just...
Have they?
You guys are a bunch of fucking science deniers.
Thank
You're
you.
shitting on our fucking advanced medical care. We're great.
Can you do me a favor?
Cut it
Royce?
out.
Please just scroll back a little bit because I do believe they were scrolling down the list. I want to see some of the normal numbers. Okay.
This normal would be right around here. So 60
Okay.
to 69.
Okay.
So there you go.
Look at the percentage. All right, so I keep getting told by the government that we can't get Social Security and Medicaid under control and make it sustainable.
No, it's impossible.
I feel like we could make some moves in that direction right now.
I'm sorry,
Dude.
but I'm not going to let my 140-year-old great-great-grandma die because
Bro.
you're a little lazy.
Bro, that is like 20% of the overall people getting Social Security are over 110 years old.
Let's go. Hold on.
More
This is
Social
insane.
Security recipients than there are actually those
Wait, it
living
goes
in the
back up.
U.S.
Look, it jumps
my
back up.
God!
It jumps back up.
Hold on. There's one person that's between 360 and 369 years old.
First of all, nice.
Nice. Question. When did we found this country?
How
How many years ago?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
We have people on Social Security that weren't here before the founding fathers.
This is fucking bananas. BANANAS. How much money you think we'll save if we actually tighten this up?
How much money do you think we'll save when we get rid of all of it?
Well, listen, I'm all for that. But one step at a time.
Fair enough.
Okay, Royce, this is the problem. Every time we argue about fixing government, you want to just completely go blow up the whole thing.
Yeah, so.
Whereas I'm like, all right, we do need to replace this toilet that's shooting water in the air. I just want to shut the water main off first. Then we can fix the toilet.
I want to replace the bathroom with a Ryder truck.
Yeah, Royce wants to actually C4 the entire house. And I'm like, look, we might be able to do that. For now, while there is horrible toilet water shooting up into the sky, why don't we just find that one valve that we can shut off? Now at least it's not raining toilet water. Then we can figure out how we can... Look, I don't want to give boomers anything.
Look, we've been very clear about that here.
Look, I think we do owe them medical care.
Okay.
I think just as a first world society, you take care of people. I do believe old people are entitled to a free bus pass and some medical care.
And one hard caramel a day. I'll even do that.
Boom, a Werther's original every day.
That sounds good.
But we're not giving no more checks.
No.
Sorry.
Who still gets checks anyway?
Yeah, what are you doing?
The problem is,
get in Cash App.
We were giving all these checks but had zero balances.
How about we give every old person $10 a week on Cash App?
That sounds great. They don't know how. They would not know how to use Cash App. You're right. You're right.
That's the point.
I'll just give them my Cash App. Running a Ponzi scheme. I'm just really looking for Coffeezilla to make a video about us.
That would be
We're
great.
trying to figure out how.
Guys, we're starting
We're doing
a
a meme coin.
Let's do a meme coin.
We're doing a meme
Why don't we
coin.
do it just for the bad publicity?
We should do a bad meme coin, a rug pull. We'll call the coin rug pull. That's the name of the coin is rug pull.
Can we do that? The rug pull coin.
And then you can't get in trouble if you're always saying, this is going to be a rug pull.
Money sign rug.
Money sign rug pull.
This is the coin. The
What do you
rug
think?
coin. We'll call it rug coin. You don't
Rug
even need rug
coin.
pull.
Yeah,
Just-
rug
We'll
coin.
call it rug coin. And then when we pull it, we'll be like, I don't understand how you didn't see that coming.
We were Your Honor, my client's named it rug pull coin.
We actually get away with it under the we get a First Amendment lawyer who can argue in Supreme Court that because it was technically comedic in nature, that what we did was art.
The First Amendment covered rug pull. Somebody has another good one for a Crazy Rambler said. A Crazy Rambler in the chat said reverse funnel coin.
I love it.
We'll call it. Listen to me. We'll do a reverse funnel coin. Okay.
Including 12 million that are allegedly older than 120 years old. Musk said it might be the biggest fraud in history. He wrote the real reason so many Democrats are upset about entitlements, fraud investigations, is that they are using your taxpayer money as handouts to attract and retain illegal immigrants, their future voters. That's what it's all about. The acting
That's
commission.
the other thing, too. Now, we're looking at, obviously, the obvious, everybody over 110 years old, this is ridiculous, right? But also that leads one to believe
I know what
we
you're
need
gonna
to
say.
go line for line through all the 50s to 59s and the 60s
And
to
figure it,
69
yeah.
because there's definitely quite a few million mixed into those stacks too that are completely fraudulent. And like they said, it's probably illegals, which
Yeah.
is insane.
Well, because remember, they said that we also had there was no way to there was nothing in the system to not have duplicate Social Security numbers too.
It's amazing.
The acting commissioner for Social Security Administration, Michelle King, meantime, did resign.
Boy, all you people had these little cushy jobs, dude. You all comfy. You're all comfy up there.
And
having
by the
your
way-
little dinners at the Palm in D.C.
I get the impression that this system, this fucking corrupt, horrible system, has been going on for decades.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, I don't even think she resigned because it's, like, on her. I think she was like, yeah, I don't want anything to do with this, man. I got my 20 years. I'm taking my pension.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
out.
Look, to be
Like,
fair,
'cause
this
this ain't gonna be my headache.
This woman doesn't look old enough to be the reason these things were
No,
happening.
that's what I'm
I agree
saying.
with
She
that.
definitely kept
Yeah.
the system going, and as soon as they went, can I ask you something? Why
No,
are-
and she just smoke bomb, and ran away.
No, she did the Chappelle Black Bush thing. Yeah. She's like, what do you mean, 120? And then she just knocked over a fucking
Oh,
water.
yeah, bitch, you cooking?
Knocked over a fucking water pitcher and just ran out of the room. Everybody just scatters like roaches.
Remember how Fauci got a federal pardon?
Yes. Oh no! Oh no!
New this morning, a new investigation has been launched against Dr. Anthony Fauci. You may remember President Biden issued a preemptive pardon for Fauci, but that does not protect him from any state legal action.
Oh no!
Hey, Ron.
Yeah.
Boy, do you could do the funniest thing in the world right now.
Do we know if Fauci took the pardon?
Yes, he took it. He took
Oh
it.
no!
100%
Oh no! He's
took
so
it.
fucked.
He
Here's
did,
the funny
he did
thing
take
about
it. He did
pardon.
take it. I know. You can't plead the fifth.
Yeah, his fit. Yeah, Merch, did you know that if you take a
No.
pardon, you lose your Fifth Amendment
Because
right?
the
because
Fifth
it's an
Amendment right's
admission?
only so you can't incriminate yourself. If you have a pardon, you cannot legally incriminate yourself, so you have to answer the question.
But what about if it's a state charge?
It's still the same charges. He lost his fucking Fifth Amendment. The Constitution at the federal level is what protects your Fifth Amendment.
Mm-hmm. Not the state level.
Oh no!
Yeah, he lost his
Him
Fifth
from-
Amendment rights for any of these fucking crimes.
Well, I guess on behalf of Dr. Fauci, I might want to say, hot dog.
That's why Liz Cheney didn't take the pardon. She never accepted it.
Legal action. National correspondent Christine Frizzell
That's
has
kinda
more.
smart.
You know she could hold it and sign it whenever she wants. There's no
Yeah,
time.
she
There's no
can.
time frame. No, I'm just saying she's holding on to it in case.
Yeah, Fauci's a
Wear a
fucking idiot,
mask,
though. He immediately
avoid
took it.
crowds.
The man once referred to as America's doctor,
That's not what I called him.
No. That's not
now
what I
a
called him.
target of 17
I called
state
him a bunch
attorneys.
of stuff that got me in trouble.
How many? Hold on, I didn't hear this. What? I thought it was one state.
Doctor, now a target of 17 state attorneys general, all Republicans, using a GOP-led congressional report released last year as the basis for an investigation into his response to the coronavirus pandemic. In a letter citing his attempting to discredit the lab leak hypothesis and mismanagement or negligence while serving in leadership at the National Institutes of Health.
They shut down schools, they shut down businesses, and there are concerns by many of us from Dr. Fauci's testimony in Congress that he said things that we know weren't true.
South Carolina Attorney General Alan
name
Wilson.
like 34.
Jesus Christ. You want me to get Rand Paul on the phone?
You get AIDS from the toilet seats.
Remember that?
Wilson is leading the effort, which he calls necessary as a result of President Joe Biden's preemptive pardon of Dr. Fauci.
We're telling Congress, don't stop looking for the truth, so we're not prohibited from going forward with
So
state.
yeah, the federal government could still look into everything. They can't really press any charges because obviously the pardon, but they could give all the stuff to states if they want to. They can. Nothing can stop them.
actions, regardless of what Joe Biden did in the final moments of his presidency.
Additionally, Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency posted, as part of millions of dollars in canceled contracts through Health and Human Services,
terminating a $168,000 contract for an Anthony Fauci exhibit at the NIH museum. We were about to pay money
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Why is there an NIH museum in the first place? Because I feel like if the price tag for a Fauci exhibit is 168 grand, I feel like he's not going to be the only thing in the museum, right? So how much are we paying to run an NIH museum?
Also, how many people go to the NIH museum? Like, look, the Museum of Science, like that place is there. People go on field trips. You get dinosaur bones that are fake, which we've been told. I don't know. See,
There's a fucking Mary Curie animatronic, like in fucking.
It just glows.
Carousel of Progress.
holding it,
Yeah,
holding
it's got
it
glowing titties.
It's her putting the uranium in her purse.
It's her mixing bottles, and then you go a little bit further, and it's her pulling a clump of her hair out and looking surprised at it.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't she fucking eat it too?
Yeah, she was hungry.
She did all kinds of shit with it. It was terrible.
You know what I'm gonna ask, right?
He wasn't the smartest.
You know what I'm gonna ask, right?
Yes, Royce. Yes, she did.
Did she fuck it?
Yes, she
Yes.
did.
You think she fucked it?
Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm making the claim.
Let's go with it.
I think that she put plutonium in her pussy to see if she can make some sort of radioactive diamond.
First of all, that's absolutely a disgusting thing to say about Madame Curie. Okay, and it wasn't uranium. She stuck radium in her pussy.
She stuck radium in her. I apologize.
Idiot.
My apologies to the. Well, did she have any kids? Probably not, because she probably eradicated her womb.
She
right?
did, but they were all Spider-Man.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I am.
They were all Incredible Hulk.
I'm going to Bandcamp right now and parking the name Madame Curie's Plutonium Pussy for my next hardcore punk project.
It's gonna be good.
Dude, she might have been pregnant, but she Thanos snapped them out of existence.
Yeah.
And she stuck the fucking radium.
That's right. Blinn called it a glowing waffle. That's what's called a glowing waffle.
Oh no!
What is wrong with us?
It looked like
Why
that
does anyone
elephant
watch
foot
this
from
fucking
Chernobyl.
show?
Everyone, because I mean, I've talked to the fans. They're as fucked up as we are, dude.
I guess that's pretty much it.
$68,000 contract for an
This is basically a halfway house. So, I mean, I don't know what you're expecting here. Also, I marked the food in the fridge, Virgie. If you fucking touch my shit again, we're going to have a problem.
This is a halfway house with little to no supervision.
Yeah, there's no supervision here. It's basically like drawn together.
Yes.
Anthony Fauci exhibit at the NIH Museum would also be cut. Fauci served alongside President Donald Trump during his first term when COVID-19 was spreading rapidly around the nation and the world.
In what Trump
Democrats for months
describes as the biggest mistake of my career.
Yeah, and that's somebody who had John Bolton on his cabinet.
Yeah.
have accused Republicans of using Fauci to fuel a political agenda on behalf of Donald Trump.
This doesn't work anymore. Everybody's already seen through this. You get that, right?
Haven't seen a damn thing.
Hey, listen to Mr.
suggest that
Mufum.
these accusations are accurate.
Can I buy a vowel?
You've been a hero to many for 54 years.
Yeah, not to the gay community.
Here on Capitol Hill, Homeland Security Committee Chairman Senator Rand Paul told me he also...
Oh, Rand Paul fucking hates Fauci. You know what I thought of? It's
so funny, too, because I know he's part of the federal government, but you know he's just going to take personal time off.
Of course.
To just be
PTO?
at the Fauci thing, no matter what state it's in.
Well, I'm just here as a citizen of Kentucky.
Yeah, where it's like, yeah, exactly. He'll get tried in Louisiana and fucking Rand Paul will be like, well, you know, I love gumbo, and it's been a while since I saw the French Quarter. I think it'd be a great time to head down
They
there.
brought me up to speak as an expert in my field of medicine, not as a sitting
Not as a
senator.
senator, no,
So I'd be lovely to come. I would love to come up here and talk to you. Puts on his nicest Eddie Bauer sweater vest.
To this day, I love the fact that my favorite argument was, yeah, Rand Paul's not even a real doctor. He's an eye doctor. I'm like, you still have to become a medical doctor.
A doctor.
Literally, just calling him an optometrist, that just describes what his specialization is.
Remember when he was in the hospital when he had COVID and he was helping deliver babies?
Yeah,
that was one of the
rules.
it was one of the funniest stories. All right, here we go.
And hundreds are gathering on Capitol Hill today for a No Kings, No Tyrant rally. People holding signs saying things like, nobody voted for this.
We voted for this.
Over half the country.
We voted for worse, honestly.
Popular vote and overwhelming electoral votes. Wasn't even close. It was actually what many described as a bloodbath.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's one of many protests happening all across the country this President's Day.
Yeah, because Trump's going to look out the window and be like, oh no, the Mexicans are mad. I guess I'm going to stop deporting people. What?
Including protests right here in South Florida as
Oh my God. All right. Okay, it's going to be, I'm going to guess, commie Cubans and commie Venezuelans, either gay guys or women. I haven't seen this. This is completely my guess, if it's South Florida.
By the way, I got to be fair now, because Royce pointed it out earlier with the L.A. crew looking haggard. And then I'm like, wow, damn, even Florida just not representing today.
No.
So all the hot anchors are out on boats today.
Yeah.
Like on their day
They were
off,
chilling,
just
dude.
getting drunk,
Yeah.
drinking mimosas.
as well. Local 10's Glenna Milberg
Also, she's been there for like 100. She's been there since I was a kid. So, like, she's been there forever.
is live in Miami tonight with more on what those ralliers had to tell.
Jesus.
Can somebody give the red lady her necklace back?
Hey, can we close the Ark of the Covenant,
Oh,
please?
my God. That's fucking Miami Gilf over here.
Bro, she looks like a fucking gazelle with mange.
I bet she still goes out and chases dick, too.
Absolutely does.
And she gets it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Haitian guys will fuck anything.
Yeah, dude.
No,
Men are
seriously,
gross.
like
Hey,
anything.
Shut up. I've met some Cuban guys that will fuck anything. Don't you leave your people out of it. Maybe not you, but I've met some Cubans that will fuck anything. Hey, mommy. You're like, man,
Big
have
African-
some
no.
dignity, my
They-
man.
They don't. They don't have dignity.
Like, I've seen good-looking young Cuban guys just hitting on some fucking messes, and you're going, what do you do? Just hold out for a little while. There'll be better options. It's only 7 o'clock. You're already hitting on bitches at the bar.
Cubans and women with thick asses are inseparable, like fat Mexican women in Selena shirts.
Bro, this woman is every single fucking Jewish kid's mom. She keeps that body tight to make up for that face.
You're right. She probably in her Lululemon is like jacked.
Oh yeah,
but her face
Hey,
is
boys,
just wrecked.
Don's in the back. Oh, okay, Mrs. Milberg.
Oh. Herschel's mom has got it going on.
Herschel's mom.
I'm gonna fuck your mom, Herschel. Shut up.
Shut up, dude.
Dude, shut up.
Oh, fuck.
Tell her. Glenna.
Christy, both on Biscayne Boulevard, really almost right across the street from one another with not much in common. These were separate things, but one thing very much in common, both opposed to everything President Trump has done in his first month.
Everything.
Can we all agree?
Literally everything.
We can all agree as adults, right, that that's one of the most childish things
impossible.
to ever do with any candidate. Like, I don't like anything they did. You're like, that's not fair.
That's ridiculous.
You can't think of one thing.
Yeah.
This is what democracy looks like.
Why is Mario Ramil out there? What's he doing?
Mario Ramil. Okay, I was gonna go with like a fat Mexican JD Vance.
All right, let's see.
This is what democracy looks like.
Oh, I told you. Look at the peep. I fucking told you. I fucking told you.
These look like cool Cubans to hang out with.
But Venezuelans probably, dude.
Yeah, true.
The ma'am.
Think about it. I want people to think about it, right? This is all within the same 20-mile city radius, right? And I always pose this question to the audience. Would you rather hang out with these people, or would you rather hang out with those Cuban boat Trump people from the song?
I don't know, Mersh. They got Gay Fieri over there.
The Trump boat people 110% of the time win.
Yeah,
Every single time.
Yeah, because you know what it was? You know, can I point that out? It was President's Day, so you know they were probably on the boat that day too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were probably with
Here it
the,
is.
with
They
the
were doing
news
that.
anchors, with all the hot news anchors hanging out. I still love this. This is such a stupid video, but I love it. Come on, wait. So would you rather be spending President's Day standing downtown yelling, or would you rather be here?
Oh, right here, dude. Every time, dude. Come on, let's go.
Just slamming mimosas.
Yeah. One guy screaming at his wife, bro, why didn't you bring the fucking Tropicana, dude? You know I don't like Florida's best, bro.
And I told you to bring the big cooler.
What the fuck, dude? You know that Yeti that I stole from my cousin?
Cubans will find a way to just be in the middle of the most like paradise perfect moment ever and still be mad about like one detail.
Yeah, I've been on a cruise with a bunch of Cuban people. Very loud.
Like the perfect.
Very loud.
They'll be having the perfect day ever, and they're still like mad that somebody brought the wrong sized cooler.
Yeah.
It's just like come on, man. Just-
You guys wouldn't hang out with these guys though. Look, you got Stinky Ponytail Man, Tina Belcher, and
Stinky-
Licks Beavis.
Licks Beavis.
My favorite was Stinky Ponytail Man.
I don't know, Pessy. You know what I call that? I call that trans Roger Klotz.
That ponytail's damp always.
Oh God.
This is what democracy looks like.
No, this is what the losers look like.
I hate it.
Maybe I don't
want democracy.
Ew, somebody was there holding up an EPA sign.
Venezuelans are not criminals. Actually, many of them are.
Like the one that put President Trump in office. The man they now hear called
Fidel equals Trump. Oh my God.
Yeah, they're the same thing.
No, there's literally the opposite thing.
Agree to disagree.
a dictator.
He said he was going to deport every immigrant in this country.
He did not say that, Abuela. What he fucking said was the illegal ones.
And he's doing it. So they were naive, unfortunately.
That's Sylvia Munoz, who talks about friends.
But no, they do have a point, dude. Trump is just like Fidel Castro. Like Trump, the guy who worked with the mafia to build casinos. He's
him.
just like the guy who kicked the mafia and all the casinos out of his country.
He's also Justin Trudeau's dad.
They're both Justin Trudeau. They're in different ways. One is literally and one is figuratively.
One's his stepdaddy.
Especially from places like Venezuela, who voted for Trump to now see him end their loved ones'
People from
protected
Venezuela who didn't vote for Trump?
No, people in Venezuela voted for Trump are mad because Trump is removing the immigrant protections from the Venezuelans that were here on sanctuary visas.
But he ran on that.
In the
It's
United
not like
States.
he didn't backstab you.
The president revoked temporary protected status for more
Good.
Bye.
Good.
than 600,000 Venezuelans earlier this month.
Good. We have 600. Bye.
Well, I think in the country.
I don't.
Oh yeah,
I
but
know.
no, but I thought because I know this was a Florida story, but I was like,
people of Venezuela. We're for the Venezuelan Americans.
Apparently in a business deal with its leader, Nicolas Maduro. They will be returning to what so many here know
and frankly,
as
the
real
business deal is very simple. You're Venezuela, we're America, and we are back in charge.
Yeah.
Remember, I tried to replace you once before. I will do it again. Remember when
He just had that other guy's like, he's the new president.
that
now.
was one of the weirdest Trump moves ever. He just did the State of the Union one year. And he's like, I want to introduce the new president of Venezuela. And the whole world's going, what are you doing? You can't just do that. It's not like.
Why? They did it with Zelensky.
Dude, it was like Trump did his own version of fake Razor Ramon and Diesel. Just going to bring out my own Venezuela.
Glenn Jacobs played that guy too.
Yes.
Between Fidel and Trump right now
What's the difference?
are so clear.
The protesters today are decidedly Democrat in
And bad artist, obviously.
party line, though some
Elon Musk
former
a cat?
Republicans
He's a cat man.
Elon Musk. Why is Elon Musk? Is that Elon Musk or
concerns that
Peter
President
Criss from
Trump's
Kiss?
First month of moves, departments, mass firings, blocking press access.
I know it's all fucking great.
Blocking press access? He's had the press in there like every fucking day.
Clear to those who know dictatorship firsthand. So on this President's Day, these protests were fairly small here.
Yeah, because it's South Florida, and most people there voted for Trump.
And most people are with, again, the Cuban boat people. They were all probably in Biscayne Bay that day.
Absolutely
playing
right.
loud music, flying really obnoxious flags. And you know what? Not littering. I'll give it to the locals in fucking Miami. They don't fucking litter. Remember when that kid dumped those cans and like they
they
hunted
so
that
fucking-
kid
yeah,
down
they
and
found
like
him.
ruined his life. We don't play around in
Standards,
Florida.
somewhat South Florida centric, but they did have a very busy Biscayne Boulevard as its audience. I'm Glenn.
Yeah, everybody was on
they're
their
way
way
the
to
beach.
Biscayne Bay.
They have to go by over the Bad Boys Bridge. They have to
And
go over
some
the
of
Bad
them
Boys
also
Bridge.
enjoy fishing, so a lot of them they were stopping at the Debates tackle store on the way to the bay, and then of course you got to get ice for the cooler. You know what I mean? A couple people probably had to go stop at the deli, get some sandwiches for the
Hey,
boat.
bro, let's go fucking splash the protesters, dude. Let's go fucking splash the protesters, bro. Let's fucking
Bro,
go.
I got a jet ski. I'm gonna bring my jet ski and we can go and just go back and forth.
Oh, bro.
splash.
Oh, yeah, okay. Let's tow our jet skis and let's fucking like splash them, dude. That'd be fun, dude.
Florida Fish and Wildlife show up and they're like, "Come on, guys, you weren't splashing the
Come on,
protesters,
dude.
were you?" No, we totally weren't, man. All right, look,
All right,
just knock it off. Come on, stop.
Tell Florida Wildlife. I saw them littering, bro. Oh, fuck. You guys are sad. Okay, let's do this one.
We're back now with a deeper look at.
That's your voice, huh? You're going to just have that all the time? Okay, that's cool. I mean, that's
Yeah,
weird.
man, I didn't fucking choose it. Thanks.
Not you.
I don't know why you're gonna call me out like that.
Yeah.
We're back now.
I didn't choose you either, but Frozen got a job, so here we are.
Well.
With a deeper look at the impact of one of President.
Well, Frozen has 7 jobs.
It's true.
Yeah.
Trump's earliest executive orders, the one that's having a broad impact on the transgender community. Just hours into his new administration, President Trump issued an order declaring the
Your Audi is a mediocre podcast host.
The U.S. government will recognize only 2 sexes, male and female. As a result, the State Department confirmed to NBC News it is no longer issuing U.S. passports with X gender markers, which are preferred by many non-binary.
There you go, baby.
Mm-hmm. We're going to call them Twitter.
People. The State
And
Department
by the way,
also.
you fucking. It just shows how the trans. I gotta be careful.
Yeah, you
got this. You got this. You got this. You got this.
But it just goes to show you how fragile.
There it is.
Trans
There.
people are, in a sense of like, it's just your ID. Like, how often do you think about your ID?
I don't think about it. The only thing I think about my ID is when I look at it and go, wow, I was really fat in that photo.
When you're, yeah, exactly, right? But like, you don't even think about that photo. How often do you use your ID?
No,
when
and
you go to the
I'm-
airport, when you get pulled over.
Yeah, no one
It's
cards
like-
me at a bar. I'm an old man.
So
So,
how much
yeah.
is this weighing on you? You staring at your ID all day and being like, "It says male." It's like, who cares?
My ID could have said female this entire time. I've never looked at it. So
Mhm.
it's possible that it does. I have no idea. I don't care.
Not processing applications for those trying to change the gender on their passport or get new ones that reflect their gender, not the sex assigned at birth. For more, let's bring in Ashton Colby, a transgender advocate, someone we've
What?
spoken with.
What? This is going to be great.
Okay. Before we press play, can we try to guess the voice?
Thanks, Chad. Thanks. Like one of those, like thank you.
He's like, we're really trying out here to they're gonna like do a lot of leaning on the back of the throat.
It's gonna
Often
be that
on this show
weird
before.
kinda like
Ashton,
feminine
good to
voice.
see you. So, I mean, this order went into effect immediately for all applications that were currently in progress, any future applications. Talk about how this is quickly playing out in the real world. What are you hearing from people?
Yes, people who
Yeah!
They're doing it. They're doing it. They're doing the lean thing.
are like me, who are transgender.
What?
No,
I never would have known.
I just thought you were Jon Snow's friend.
Right now, I can't get a passport that says male on it.
Because it's accurate.
You
could have an X
you
on
have-
it. You could have an X on your passport, but it's only to doubt.
I have to get a passport that says female on it.
Oh no! I guess it's the end of the world.
That'll pair nicely with your vagina.
Yeah. They all sound
It's-
like they have a vagina or a helium addiction.
But again, like you said, no one's gonna look at your passport. No, what? Shut up. We're gonna know what you are. Okay.
It's really inappropriate for me to have a female passport. These are real people. I'm transgender. I'm a real person. These are real documents that I have to hold and
a
show
person.
to
It's a
people.
person stranded.
It's completely inappropriate to try to block me from being exactly who I am.
Nobody's blocking you from doing anything.
Hey, hold on. 'Cause something else I'd like to point out with these people. Hey, girl hands. Here's the thing, girl hands.
Yeah.
Look. Here's the thing,
Oh,
little
no.
girl hands. Listen here, little girl hands.
I am. And right
By
now
the
they're
way,
pending.
you know what? How about this? I'm with you in the sense that we shouldn't even have passports. We shouldn't have to show our fucking papers everywhere. There you go. There you go. We all win now.
That's fine.
A lot of applications, they're holding people's documents. They're sending documents back to transgender people that don't match.
They do match.
They do match, though.
Yeah, your genitals. It's the match game.
Chromosomes.
Listen. If you're trying to figure out, like if you found a stray puppy or a stray kitten, right, in your backyard, and you were trying to figure out if it's a boy or a girl, you lift it up by its neck, and you look and see if there's a dick there or not.
If I see
it has served us for thousands of years.
If I see a homeless cat, I'm sending it right back to the Fighter in the Kid subreddit.
Right to the subreddit.
Yeah.
Their gender identity, their gender expression, it's a complete dehumanization.
Is using a dilator like operation where you're not supposed to touch the sides? Or you're supposed to touch the sides? I'm asking a medical question.
So
No, this one doesn't dilate. This one has the special underwear with like the slot in the front, so they can put the fake penis.
So they could put a fake penis, their rubber dick.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how this works.
Man, what if you just didn't do all that to yourself?
I mean, I guess you...
What?
It sounds... I mean, I hear what you're saying, but then how would I get the massive attention I crave?
But I did do this to myself.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, that's we have to. That's overlap. That's
an
overlap in the
We have an
community.
overlap. Guys, JohnnyApple.com, JohnnyApple.com, promo code ROTC is going to give you 20% off all the fine products there.
Thanks for the giant box of stuff, boys.
Bro, they fucking rule. So go over there right now, promo code ROTC. You're going to love all their stuff. The Mind Melt gummies are fucking... I think they're my favorite out of all of them, followed by the Happy Days. Lazy Days, if you want to chill deep sleep, puts you right out. And, of course, classic CBD stuff. And their gummies just taste good, too. So head over there, JohnnyApple.com, promo code ROTC. Merch, tell them about Patreon and locals.
The post is up, kids. Go to patreon.com/we're not sorry or avengethecyst.locals.com and submit your questions or your Q&A stuff. I don't even know if we're doing that this Friday because we have a movie.
Yeah.
But anything we do this week, we'll just carry it over
Yeah,
to
we'll
next week.
double that next week, yeah.
So you can start putting your stuff in. But in order to do that, you got to sign up. $7 a month at either one. Patreon.com/we're not sorry and revengeofthecyst.locals.com. I thought I messed that up for some reason, but I didn't because I'm a pro. But yeah, sign up, help us out. Get the archive of show shot up. We get our movie riff coming this Friday. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and go do it.
Yeah. Go do that right now. Guys, we are going to have Blind Mike up second hour, so keep an eye out for that. Stay where... It's just mean already. Stay where you are.
days, running a small business can be a big challenge. Whether we're receiving a flower delivery for unclear reasons, or raising the blinds and flipping over the open-closed sign, which is how I spend most of my workday, or even making a latte for a black woman, an iced tea for a white woman, and a coffee for a gently brown guy who could go in a lot of different directions. We've got our hands full. That's why Chase Bank is here for us. When this man in a suit from Chase Bank came down and shook my hand at my place of business, it really solidified what we'd already talked about at his office. Now we're looking at a laptop like my stupid little coffee shop is going to be a big disruptor in the online space. And my Chase business card allows me to make those emergency purchases that I lose sleep at night over. Chase understands my business the way they understand all businesses, as a huge reverse funnel that shoves money upwards to them. Hey, another flower delivery. These'll look great in the bathroom while I'm pooping blood from the stress. Now I'm flipping over that open-closed sign again. Is that a new stadium with Chase's name on it? How'd they afford that? I'll be in this bathroom for a while. Better toss it to the announcer.
At Chase Bank, we're about more than just foreclosing on American servicemen while overseas. We're about small business. So when you think of Chase, don't think of the 2008 financial crash. Think of your local sympathetic small business.
Flower delivery.
Yeah, guys, we're good on flowers for a while.
Second hour ROTC, thank you for staying with us. You guys are so handsome. You guys are so handsome.
Even the women.
That's the problem with our audience. All the women are handsome. Guys,
Glenn Close.
I wish they were Glenn Farr.
Our audience looks like a bunch of Iraqis. It's like even the men and the women, they all have glorious mustaches.
Yeah, but our guests will have to take our word for it. Would you like to introduce him, Mersh?
Ladies and gentlemen, host of the Blind Mike Project, the appropriately named Blind Mike.
Yes.
Oh, you all look very handsome to me. Hello, boys.
Oh, that's
Thank you
oh,
so
that's
much.
me.
I'll
That's
take it.
actually me.
I'll actually take it.
I got to tell you something. I heard at the top of the show you guys have some plan to bully me and push me around today. And it can't compare to last week. Royce invited me on the show and just never sent me the link.
My
So I
grandma
sat here for like
died,
half
you
an hour.
fuck! My grandma died, you fuck!
She deserved it.
Oh,
You're an
wow.
old man. Your grandparents.
Wow! Yeah, I know, you're right.
I'll be honest with you, he's lying. He just forgot.
What? Yeah, the dead
Either way,
grandma
so I'm over
thing
it.
was made up. Hey, look, I'm over the fact that you unfollowed me on Twitter, so now we're even. See?
Ooh.
So now we're
It was a
even.
mistake. It was a misunderstanding.
Yeah. Thanks for being on,
To
man.
be fair, he's blind. I mean, he could have accidentally clicked it, right?
I didn't know I was following you in the first place.
You see, there you go.
Wow, that hurts even more, actually. Guys, Blind Mike has been on Daily before, first time on ROTC. And thanks for coming on, man.
I very much enjoy your show, and I also love when you're whenever you're with Carl. You guys are a good duo.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
you
thank
guys
you.
are always a great fit when you guys are doing stuff together. Anytime I see a clip and it's like, who are these podcasts? It could be literally shit I don't even give a shit about. And if it says with Blind Mike, I'm like, all right, I'll click on this one.
Oh, that's very nice. Well, we do Who Are These Socials every Thursday at 6.
Yes.
So check that out.
So we figured instead of like, as you know, I already know you, we already know each. It'd be stupid to do like, hey, so like, what are you working on? What's the next project?
Let's really get into how I started. What do you
know,
say?
Let's check out the underpinnings and like really feel like deep dive in your like career. We make fun of stuff on the internet. It's really stupid when we interview each other and we pretend like we're important. We're none of us are important. We're a bunch of
Yeah,
idiots.
no, I like that. Yeah, you're
we're
right.
dumb. But I do know that
You're like, what's your latest project? I'm taking on photography. Yeah, doing that.
That's mean. Don't. We said we weren't going to do that. We said we're not going to do low hanging fruit jokes.
No, of course.
There's a man inside here. I'm a human being.
Yeah, well.
How could you expect anything less when this show is hosted by two low-hanging fruits?
Oh,
I know.
Ouch.
I gotta tell you, I didn't know what to expect because people are very negative about Mersh, and I don't really understand.
Oh yeah.
I get comments where they're like,
First I'm
"Don't
hearing
go
of it.
near this guy."
First I'm hearing of it.
I have
where does that come from? Because
I have
literally,
a very dedicated little hate group that's been around for a long time.
I've seen plenty of it, but I guess my question is like,
Well, you've seen
I
none
got
of it.
comments when I said I was doing this show where they're like, "Stay away from him," and my question is like, even if you're an asshole, what's the harm of me doing your show?
Every time like we have any guest on, there's always people like, oh man, they're horrible. And every time people come on, they're like, you guys are great. That was super fun. And it's
I don't get the idea of like, don't do his show. Like,
I mean, look,
let me
man,
find out if he's a prick.
Look, you cover a lot of these same. We have a lot of overlap in some of the stuff that we cover, and honestly, you know how obsessive some people could get about certain topics, and that's just kind of what happens. You know, people get like really fucking obsessed, and it becomes a whole thing, and it's like, don't go on there, you'll ruin you. I'm like, ruin what? We just tell jokes on the internet. Who gives a shit? You know?
It's a very fine line because even like I love making fun of like Aaron. I know you guys talk a little about like Aaron Imholt. And shit. I love making fun of Aaron, and then there's some people that comment about Aaron where I'm like, Jesus Christ, lay off.
Yeah.
Human.
You're right. Exactly. There's this level of like everyone's having fun, and then there's people like, I went to his house with a gun. I'm like, whoa.
Dude, Aaron Imholt, and then like even Mercada. Yeah, there was just a time when like there's always going to be like a subgroup of people that are like, I want his fucking blood. And you're like, whoa, hey. I just like when he's like on his stream coping and acting like a retard, and I can just kind of watch it lazily and collect super chats and laugh at him. I don't want the guy to fucking die or anything.
I don't really cover any of that, like the Steel Toe stuff, because for me, he's just basically like an ROTC cover band. So it's like, you know, Green Day doesn't care about the American Idiots tribute band, you know? So
I mean, I would agree, except I do watch him on my solo show at night because while I may not care about the Green Day cover band, when there's so much footage of them melting down on stage, it's just easy content.
Fair enough.
It's fun. It's fun. I wasn't into Aaron for a long time, but it is fun.
Because
like,
it's the equivalent of having a Green Day cover band and having the singer go, I'm actually the real Billy Joel Armstrong. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah, that's actually true.
He says he puts himself, I don't know how he got to this 3, but he's like, the greatest broadcasters in the history of radio are Anthony Cumia, which I'll grant you, very talented, Bubba the Love Sponge, and Aaron Imholt.
First off,
like, how did you come to this conclusion?
Mr. Mike, may I bring something up? Last month, I was invited to Bubba the Love Sponge's party, okay? I was out there, and I hung out.
Exclusive.
And I got to tell you, it was very fun, and here's why, okay? No, please. First off,
sipping some Coors Light by the above ground pool.
Miller Lite, and this is not a joke. This is a fact, and this is not a joke. Because I was there, and Alex Stein had invited me out there, and here it was catered by Domino's. And
very nice.
And honestly,
I've been to classy parties before, dude.
No, I figured. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to Brandon, Florida before, bro. I know. It was fun. Honestly, it's kind of sad because you're seeing whether you like Bubba or not, you are kind of seeing a dying industry, you know, when you're there and you're like, man, this used to be something. And now it's just like, you kind of feel bad, you know?
Oh, it's gone. But it's weird radio guys, and like I'm on the Kirk Minahan show, and Kirk came from radio, but he's a rare guy that transitioned. Like he's better suited for podcasting than radio, which is very rare. Whereas like when you hear guys like Aaron Imholt, they're desperate to get back to radio. When it's like, love or hate Aaron, he's built something. Like he has an audience. He hits the goal every day.
Yeah, a big rap sheet.
Yeah,
he's got something where it's like, why would you want to be on AM radio in like the 4th biggest Minnesota market?
I can explain.
Because the third one's a little out of reach.
But it's simple. It's because, you know, in those little tiny ass towns, right? You don't have a lot of people. They're mostly boomers, and you kind of get to be the big fish in a small pond. Like, you know, who doesn't want to do a live remote and head on over to the local car dealership and hand out Eddie Money tickets and flip burgers for the folks?
Eddie Money's dead.
And wear all right, well, whatever. Some equivalent.
Imagine someone who's alive.
How about this? Eddie Money with Rome.
Okay, thank you. That's much better. Thank you. Eddie Money with Rome is correct. So I figured I wanted to cover this. Do you ever talk about do you ever talk about Bert Kreischer?
Here and there. More Tom's, I guess both him and Tom.
Okay, how about this? Do you ever cover Two Bears, One Cave?
Yeah, on occasion.
Okay. We do like covering Bert. More recently, this has kind of been a newer thing for us. Mm-hmm. Mostly, here, let me pull it up here. Mostly because he's really lately just like thought who the fuck he is in terms of being this big celeb, and it's starting to kind of get embarrassing.
Well, he is the machine.
I see that more from Segura.
Both.
Where, like, Bert's always kind of. I feel like to Bert's credit, he's always kind of been open about being a star fucker. Whereas Segura like presented himself as the common man. Like I remember when Segura's first special came out, people were saying like he was going to be the next Louis. Like he just seemed like a regular, relatable schlub. And
He jerked off into houseplants.
Maybe that's what they were referring.
Yeah, okay.
Because now I just don't see that at all. Where like literally he'll post on his Instagram, he's like, "Hey, I flew a chef in to bake me a croissant," and there's no comedy. It's just him flaunting his money.
Hey, listen, man. The one thing that we agree with that, but I don't think it's just him in general. I think we've talked about this before, Mike, on Dayway, but the West Coast like comedy therapy scene, like where all the comics turn into like kombucha drinking yogis, and every time they don't tell jokes. Like if you look at Gas Digital is a great example, right? They're just fucking shitting on each other. Everyone's being mean, like, you know. And everyone's like, you know, that's just like a trauma response, you know? Like, you know, Bobby Lee, you're just having like a trauma response, and you're like, what am I watching? And I think that's what happened to Segura too. Like he just became like, but when you're flying on private jets and shit, like that's gotta fuck with you, right?
Yeah, well, I think the thing that the disconnect that Segura has is like I've heard him talk about this on a few different podcasts where he's like, people think I've lost touch and they're just mad that I have money now. And it's like, no, I was playing clips this weekend. You mentioned like Bobby Lee and Santino and those guys. They went on some big sneaker show, and like whether you think they're funny or not or whatever, that's not what I'm talking about. Like they fucked with the host, they made jokes, they did their own bits, whatever. They were being comics,
right?
And then I played a clip of Segura on a similar type of show. It was about watches, and
they're called timepieces, Mike. Come
That's
on,
exactly. He said that.
I know,
Yes.
I know. To not be uncultured, they're
The
called
leather bands and
You're right. Look, I can't argue that. That is, or look, the videos that I'm sure you've seen the videos of them like just be like fucking blackjack tables, just like dropping thousands and videoing themselves like they're rappers. And Segura does that, and you know, photos of like a cigar in a private jet, and you're like, come on, man. Like it's hard. It's hard.
I could never pose for that.
Yeah.
Like I could never pose for a video or a picture where I'm like, oh, get me lighting the cigar on the private jet. You got to get it from that angle, dude. Make me look cool.
And you mentioned Gas Digital. Like, to Louis J. Gomez's credit, he went on Bert's tour.
Yeah.
And on whatever the next podcast he did was, he's like, we're doing these videos where we race cars and we're fucking jet ski. And I'm just like, who's this for?
Yeah.
Like, who are these videos for?
They're basically doing the Red Bull games, and you're like, what is this? Like, wait. And then fucking you got Brendan flipping his truck. So it's like,
you know what it reminds me of? When I lived in South Florida back in the day, I used to have this one weed dealer who lived in Boca, and every time we had to go get weed from this guy, like he had a lot of money, and he was always buying new shit, and you always had to go through like an hour and a half tour of like whatever new shit he got before you could just get your weed and leave. And he was always like, "Oh, dude, check this out, bro! 16 speakers." Dolby 6.1, bro. Check this out. I had to have a guy come in and wire the whole thing, dude. And you had to just sit there for an hour all the time. Like, oh, that's cool, man. That's awesome. Can I get my weed, man? I don't even like you.
Mine made me play Soul Calibur because he didn't like a lot of cars coming and going too fast.
Yeah, you got to stay for a
So
little
I had to
while.
sit there and play Soul Calibur.
You got to hang out with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, because even in life, it's an uninteresting discussion to just be like,
Yeah, look at my cool
here's how
stuff."
much this thing cost.
Yeah.
Like,
and then
you can't
what? Yeah.
expand on it, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about nice things you owe. I mean, I'm happy for you, but I'm never going to care. I will never care as much about your McLaren as you do. I will never care as much about the hot chick you're fucking as you do. That's your stuff, man. And hey, God bless. I'm not a hater, but I don't want to sit here and to do this showcase showdown where I don't win a prize at the end.
I think Opie would call you a fucking hater. I think Opie
He definitely would. But that's the misconception, is that it's jealous.
Guys, it's like, fuck, I don't talk about Anthony. He's turned into Marge Simpson, Opie. It's the funniest thing in the world. When he gets upset, he just sounds like Marge Simpson.
I don't know why he thinks he does the D'Elia thing where he thinks like, well, I'm talking in a different voice, so it must be funny.
Dude, did you see the video where he was fucking just trying to get kicked out of that hotel room? Like, he went into the home.
Walking in a hallway.
Like,
Walking in a hallway.
Yeah, he's
And you're like, what are you
basically
doing?
Opie's just trying to be an IP2 streamer, but he's like 60, and it's fucking
He's
embarrassing.
a fucking spastic. I would be if I saw Opie wandering around talking like that. I'd be like, "Is this somebody's grandpa? Is he okay?"
He's a 60-year-old man who just posted a 30-second video where he's like, "Oops, I farted in public." Uh-oh. It's like, dude, you're 60 and you were a shock jock, where it's like the shock jock era.
You stomped on a homeless man's cake.
Yes, like that part of Opie and Anthony that wasn't like why I listened, like shoving the wiffle ball bats in the pussies, but at least it was shocking.
Right.
Where now it's like, oh, I said poop to a lady on the street. Isn't that crazy?
I don't know, man. Buying envelopes in a store instead of on Amazon in 2025 is pretty wild.
Oh my God, Opie is just streaming the skyline right now. Is that
Yeah,
what
it's
he's
the
doing?
view. You know, he's trying to get that 24/7 cam crowd. He's got to add
It's
some
a-
lo-fi hip hop.
It makes him feel like that Hampton's house is worth it, you know?
Oh my God, dude! I don't know what happened to this fucking man.
I don't know. I'm pulling
My
up.
brother's dog got hit by a car in front of the house.
Okay, very funny, very funny. I just pulled. I'm pulling up his latest video. His latest video.
So we're starting funny. That's
good.
good.
See, listen, start off with a bang. They say, "The House of Horrors: A Tale of Pets in Peril" is the title. of
If
this
it was
video.
anybody but Opie, they could make this funny though, because like one of the funniest things Ron Bennington ever did in history
Oh, God.
was telling the story of the dog dying in his
Yeah.
family, and it was the funniest fucking thing ever.
So then I killed the dog fuzz. You know what my dad told me? That wasn't even our dog run. That was the neighbor's
fucking
dog.
dog. You just killed. But my favorite part of that was when he goes, "Yeah, my dad said our dog's sick. You're gonna shoot him so you can be a man." And I remember crying and saying, "Dad, I don't want to do it." And he said, "All right, then why don't you go put on a dress like your fucking sisters?"
My brother's dog got hit by a car in front of the house. I left the door open when I was 4 or 5. That dog got hit by a car.
Wow, he's just got bodies. He's just killing dogs.
Yeah, he's fucking Christy Nome over here.
Fucking
Wasn't his dad hit by a car? Isn't that how he died?
Yeah, because he left the door open.
Yeah, he was run over in front of F.H. Riley's during the Christmas
People
parade.
should not be around vehicles.
The Hughes family are notorious car magnets.
Then we had an old dog that realized, wait, I can end my life
Carton.
by walking into the road. That dog died. Then I brought a cat home from Buffalo.
First of all, Opie, that dog's name was Steve Carlisi, and a lot of people say you're responsible.
Yeah, honestly, Opie, a lot of people say you're responsible. They're not, maybe not responsible, but you didn't help.
Sure. Yeah.
That cat died in the road. And then the whole thing ended with my dad dying in front of my house.
Oh, there it is.
Okay. All right.
So thanks for bringing it up.
Jesus Christ. Do you know how I would feel? Like, I don't go out as much as I used to, but there's still 1 or 2 bars that I like to pop into on the weekend. I have a couple drinks, whatever. Do you know how fucking annoying this would be?
Yeah.
When I just go to my regular bar and it's just this asshole that comes in. He's like, "Do my podcast." And it's like, God damn it, man. Can I just have a drink?
It up, Ron.
Sounds like a country song hit.
It was a House of Horrors.
Jesus Christ.
It's a reminder to have your.
You know what? He still got it.
One of the greatest disservices Anthony did for Opie is now Opie believes that any tradesman that walks in can be a star. He's like, oh, the waiter. He could be my co-host for 20 years.
Yeah, he really does.
He has a short order cook that doesn't speak English as his new co-host.
Yeah.
He's
like,
do you
"I'll
do
turn
dice by
anyone
any
into
chance?
a star."
No, sir. I know speaky. I know speaky. I love this guy. I love this guy. He's so like down to earth, you know? Like he's so real, you know? Can you do a song about OJ? That's how he became famous the first time.
And they're like, he's been dead for like 2 years.
Yeah, so Opie's career's been dead far longer than that.
Dude, it's wild to me that this guy that I remember from, I mean, Jesus, like I watched O&A a lot when I was, we're talking 15 years ago. And it's like, to watch this guy get 53 views on a video is like, it's wild to me.
It never made sense to me, but it makes sense to me less now that I get more than 53 views on a video. I'm like, oh, it's not that difficult.
No,
Okay,
dude. Okay, so he live streamed. He live streamed 9 hours ago. He has 137 views on this video. Okay, and I gotta tell you, he looks
Great.
fucking horrible.
No, he looks fantastic. Look
Holy
at this
fuck.
Chad.
Sleepy's out of my eyes. That's all I'm trying to do. Trying to get the sleepy.
So he's sitting in front of, it looks to be all his kids' stuffed animals. Is that where he's in his kids' room? Is that what I'm seeing?
He's out of my eyes. Grabbing my first cup of coffee.
Here's my theory.
Why do you
Cup of
say it like
coffee.
stop?
It's funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
You guys saw Mike Myers on the SNL thing the
It's
other
like
night?
it's like I say, Royce. You know, there's two types of people. There's people that say funny things, and then people that say things funny. Opie's
Right.
Opie's a say things funny
And
guy.
the funniest Mike Myers has ever been is when he was standing next to Kanye West.
Also, I know he's like a reportedly, obviously, a very private guy when it comes to his family, right? But we haven't seen any proof of life from these people in like
No,
a decade,
and
right?
I haven't.
Did Opie murder these people like
No,
10
hey,
years
don't
ago?
say that.
I didn't say anything. I asked a question.
I don't think they ever existed.
Oh my god,
That's my theory.
Do you think he's Arthur Fleck?
Yeah, he's Arthur Fleck. I don't think.
Boy,
that
that's
they-
interesting.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't think they. There's no proof they existed. Okay. And I think
That's
that
true.
whole
And he never seems to be bothering the family when he's doing these live streams. at 6
exactly.
a.m. Interesting.
It's Tuesday. We're still at the ocean. The kids have a day off for, I don't know, some kind of teacher thing, some kind of
President's Day. You fucking retard.
And where are they if they have the day off?
Seriously. Again, new theory. I'm starting a new crazy conspiracy
Oh,
theory.
no.
They never existed. They never existed.
I like this theory.
Yeah.
conference
Can we get that
thing.
going? Can everybody just start going? Like every time Opie live streams, start like asking him in his chat if his family
they
even
exist?
exists.
Do they
Don't ask it. Listen, don't be edgy. Don't
Do
ask
not
if
bother
he killed
him.
him or if
No,
they or his wife left
Nothing
him.
like that.
That's hack. You got to get this thing going in his chat. Like there's this rumor that your wife and kids never existed.
Just curious, does your family exist?
Just
Like, do
curious.
it politely.
Yeah, just be like, don't even be aggressive. Be like, just out of curiosity, do they exist, or is this?
Where are they? Just off.
Is this some sort of?
offhand.
Maybe he is funny. Maybe there's some crazy Andy Kaufman thing he's been pulling. You
Because
know?
I mean, there's even proof that Steven Crowder's kids exist, and that guy's gay.
Whoa, whoa,
So-
whoa, whoa,
What?
whoa, whoa. Bye.
Okay.
He did put nuts on somebody's shoulder, so I think I'm allowed to say that.
Yeah, we have a word for guys that are bi. When I was growing up, the gay guys.
That's not what I would call them.
I don't know much about Steven Crowder, but maybe my favorite video ever is when he's talking to his wife and he's like, "That doesn't work for me either." And
yeah.
he's like, "This man, like, keep
Yeah.
your wife in line."
Yeah,
Bullshit.
yeah, exactly. Be a wife that's worthy.
Oh, he
That's
was-
my favorite line.
He was-
Be a wife that's worthy.
Oh, what a fucking psycho he is.
I don't know. All I know is I get another day at the ocean. I can't complain about that because it's been a wash. We've been out here since Friday night, and we've been dealing with 60, 70 mile an hour gusts out here. The whole house is
Oh, good weather talk. This is riveting, honestly.
Well, you don't like to talk to your friends about the wind gusts at their multi-million-dollar beach houses?
It's I just did on my show on Sunday. We played a video of Alec Baldwin doing the same thing. He gets on Instagram and he's walking outside and he's like, "Boy, it's awfully snowy out here." And it's like, what? Why do these 60-year-old men give us weather updates?
That's a
on
great
social
Alec,
media? We
by the
don't
way.
need them.
That's good.
That is a
was good.
fantastic
That's
Alec.
good, yeah.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
all right. Hello from Australia. Oh, when GTA 6 releases, get Laszlo on the show.
Yeah, I'm sure Laszlo. By the way,
Laszlo
can I point
will
out
not be going on the Opie radio show.
Laszlo, who also famously, I believe, does not work with Rockstar anymore.
No, he does.
Oh,
He's in the-
is he
he's
still
in-
there?
He's in the new GTA.
Oh yeah, well, he's not going to have anything to do with you boys.
Oh, damn. I don't even know if Laszlo works for the
Dude,
the
think
Rockstar
about this. They
anymore.
were so big at one point that they were asked specifically to be in GTA 4 and Red Dead. They were specifically asked. They weren't. It wasn't like they said, "Oh yeah, we could reach out to our agent." Like Laszlo is friends with. That's how big this show was.
Oh, he did
Are
quit
you
5
guys-
years ago. Okay, so he did quit. Sorry.
Are you guys? Because I was an Opie and Anthony fan. I know you guys.
Yeah, of
were
course.
too. I never really like. I guess subconsciously I did notice because on days where Opie was out and it was just Anthony and Jim, I would get a little excited.
Yeah.
But if vice versa, if Anthony was out and it was just Opie, I'd be kind of bummed.
Oh, yeah.
But I never. It didn't register to me how bad Opie was. Were
Here's
you guys
my-
that noticed it? Or?
My favorite lineup, always, of O&A, it was I two. My favorite lineup when it was Opie, Anthony, and Opie, Anthony, and Patrice. That was like my favorite. But when Bill Burr, when he used to be funny, Bill Burr, before he just got really angry all the time, when Bill Burr used to be really funny, I liked him better than Jimmy, right? But yeah, Opie could not be there and it wouldn't fucking matter. Like, honestly, it wouldn't matter. He could be replaced. Any producer that's ever worked for them could have done Opie's job. Probably better.
Sure, it's Sam. Like Sam's changed a little bit, but
Well,
Sam
yeah,
was on that
his
show.
skull shape.
Yeah, he would have been Opie, and no one would have noticed.
Who would have thought too? Like I thought about this recently. Like who would have thought years ago that Sam, that little cockroach, would be the last one?
The last
standing?
one standing, man. Yeah.
He's literally Mr. Pink at the end of Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, he is.
He's just crawling out with the bag of diamonds at the end and running out. Everybody's on the floor dying. Spoiler alert.
Oh man.
I didn't mean to spoil a fucking 35-year-old movie.
So let's do this Bert Kreischer thing. Podcast Cringe put this up. It's just called Bert Kreischer embarrasses himself in front of
Which
comedy
time?
legend. In front of comedy legend. Oh, you're right. Which time? Remember when Bert Kreischer embarrassed himself in front of Adam Sandler? That's one of my favorites. That
was a fun.
That was a tough one.
Yeah. So here we go.
I get IVs twice a week. For real.
Do you really?
I get IVs. I just got one yesterday.
What for?
To keep healthy. I get a whole bag full, and then I get glutathione. I get NAD shot.
Instead of like drinking less, I just feel like drinking less is easier. No, am I crazy?
Serious?
Well, what's weird about Bert is like I say go for it, but he does this thing where he's trying to be like, I'm super healthy.
Yeah.
And also I drink every night.
Yeah.
It's like, just admit you do have a drinking problem, but you don't really give that much of a fuck because you enjoy it.
Did you see Ari like saying like you're the reason we can't do Sober October anymore, Bert, because of you? Like that was hilarious.
We played those clips.
Yeah.
And the one thing I will give Bert credit on is like in those moments he will acknowledge it and play with a little bit. Where like a lot of the guys that we cover, Opie's a great example of someone that's like, oh, so you believe the lies about me? Like at least he doesn't do that.
Well,
when
no,
he's
but
called out.
here counterpoint. That's because he's such an attention whore. As long as you're talking about him, whether it's good or bad, he's
It's a
fine
good
with
thing.
it. So it's not a good trait. It's actually a narcissistic trait where it's like,
fair.
you're
And
talking
also-
about me. Joe Rogan's talking about me. I'm so happy.
Also,
Fair.
somebody acknowledging something and then they just keep doing shit
Mm-hmm.
is like also
All right,
not
that's a
the
good
best
point,
approach.
too. I
You
never
know?
thought of it that way. That's a fair point.
It's like, you know what,
You're right, I'm a
Sweetie, you're
piece
right.
of
I
shit.
fucking cheated on you, and that was a horrible thing. I had a moment of weakness. It'll never happen again.
Anyway, I'm going to
Literally
Vegas.
the next week.
I'm going to
I'm in
Vegas.
Vegas and I cheat, and it's like I'm talking to you, knowing I'm going to do it again.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
Are you doing anything else in your life
So is Kevin Nealon.
to try to stay healthy?
yeah. I have a trainer. I work out every day.
No, you don't.
No, I'm on testosterone. Like,
Really? Ooh.
I have like a wellness doctor. I have a cardiologist. I'm like super nervous about death, so
You
I do
are.
everything to try
Do
to.
you still drink a lot?
A lot. Yes.
You're not that nervous about death.
That's a valid point.
That's a very good point. Yeah.
This is when I was younger.
Although one would argue, some of us maybe we just drink because we're so goddamn scared to death. Just makes you neurotic.
Right. Yeah. That's all we got.
Sometimes the voice is in the maniac's head.
That's you on the right?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, you let yourself go. You really did, man.
These days, the best episodes of Two Bears One Cave are the ones where comedians go on the show and learn about our boy Bert. They obviously know who he is, and they've probably seen him perform over the years, but it's always interesting to see their facial expressions and reactions.
I'm going to skip ahead
Merch
to that.
store. But enough about Kevin. Let's talk about Bert.
But stand-up is, that's all he wanted to do.
Again with this all the time. They can't do one show without talking about the fucking craft. Tired of this shit. I'm
No,
so
but
sick
you
of
have
it.
to talk about the craft. Don't you understand? Like
It's like
comedians.
these civilians don't understand how our brains work, bro. We're out there in the trenches every
you know
night.
what the problem is? I'm doing a show with two mics right now that don't understand that like comics are like truth tellers. You know,
And Mike,
Bert's the worst offender of the civilians.
Yeah, exactly.
And Mike, I don't know if you know this or not. I used to do stand-up, and I don't anymore, but I recently got on stage in San Antonio with Davey Jackson. I got to say, man, these guys were killers, man. Everybody out there was killers.
Straight killers, dude.
They were straight killers, bro. It felt like we were in the trenches. These civilians will never understand
That's true.
that.
There's only 250 of those on the planet. So you were in good company.
You know, here I am all these years later, still doing it.
Isn't it crazy? Because I didn't know you could do other things. Like I thought I was like you do. I didn't even know
you didn't know you could do other things.
I didn't know I could do anything. When the first time I did stand up, it just felt so natural to me. So
to take my shirt off and tell the same machine story over and over and over again.
I have heard so many podcasts where comedians talk about their craft that at this point I would be more interested in two Amazon warehouse employees doing a podcast and talking about their day-to-day job.
100%.
It's never been heard before. That's a good point.
No, think about it. That actually would be interesting. Just hearing, like,
I'd
bro,
be like,
can
wow,
you...
yeah, I've never heard these insights before. Go on. Okay.
Yo.
I didn't know they were that bad.
All right, so listen. Susie was fucking Tom. Like, it was fucking wild, right? Tom in the warehouse, right? You know, in receiving, dude. She was. I would rather hear that than hear
see
like
them bitching about like, man, I can't even go to the motherfucking snack machine, take a break, and come back from the break room without going through a metal detector. They all up in my ass like it's jail. I got a cough and shit because they're afraid I stole some $20 earbuds, some Raycon earbuds for fucking $20.
I'm listening to this.
I'm getting rewarded for the thing that my dad bothered my dad.
Your Scientologist lawyer dad? L. Ron Hubbard's personal lawyer guy?
Oh yeah, so you know of his work?
Yeah.
Okay.
You mean your father, famous Scientologist hatchet man?
Do for a living, first of all?
He's a lawyer. He still is.
Oh.
He's a lawyer. He's very proud of me now, but I think
sure,
understanding me was tough for him.
Yeah.
Because I just was very different than him.
Because I'm always drunk.
Yeah. And slurring a lot, so
Very
it's hard
hard
to
to
understand.
It's literally hard to understand.
Your dad was kind of tough on you growing up.
I wouldn't say tough.
I like how Kevin is interviewing him now.
So you hated your dad. Is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't hate him. I was looking for his approval constantly.
Oh, yeah.
I was like a dog who thought.
Now you're looking for Joe Rogan's approval constantly.
That's what's strange to me. And I've talked about this a lot with Callan and Schaub, and
Yeah.
Bert's another one. These guys that want Rogan's approval, and like Callan and Bert are the strangest to me. At least Brendan, like Rogan helped get him into comedy. Brendan's much younger than Joe. Callan, I think, is older than Rogan, and Bert's essentially Joe's age. Like, these guys that look to Rogan as their dad and need his approval, it's very weird because they're literally his peers. And you could argue, like, I know you guys probably don't like Bert's stand-up. He might be a better stand-up than Rogan. Like, I don't think that's a crazy debate.
No. Rogan's not a good stand-up. Like, we've said that. Like, Rogan's a good podcast host for having because he has people on, and I think he shows Rogan's show I'll watch if I like the person that's going to be on it. Basically, that's my thing. But yeah, Rogan's stand-up's not good. It's not good. I don't think it's funny. Like, you know, maybe some people.
I think it's fine. I think like I've heard him have good jokes, and somewhere I'm like, Jesus, you're the arbiter of comedy, and you're doing this. Hey, if I married a buddy, we could just play video games.
No, exactly. And then you get Gringo Poppy. That's the end game of what happens there, you know, when too many people get such hubris.
I think that comedy special got a bad rap.
What? Well, a bad burrito.
Everyone loved it when I pissed on the couch. My dad's
Nobody would love it if you pissed on their couch.
That story has never been truthfully told in the history of humankind. Yeah,
So
dude.
what am I
Everybody
missing here?
loved when I pissed on the couch.
I don't know.
He's saying that people enjoyed that?
It's like, why won't you stop pissing on the couch? And then one day you get paid for pissing on the couch. You're like,
he's making. Okay, so here's the thing: is
this is a terrible analogy.
It's one of the worst.
Why were you
would
pissing on couches?
pissing on the couch be the analogy? So you know what it's like? It's like shitting on your mom's chest. You know, it's like that, you know, and you get paid for shitting on your mom's. Dude, come on.
Let me make this relatable to everyone. You guys don't understand comedy. What you do understand is defecating on the furniture.
Yes, that you can. To be fair, you fucking savages that can't fly private don't understand. So yeah, you shit eaters.
I think Bert certainly has a point in that his comedy act is the equivalent of taking the piss on somebody's couch. You know what I mean? Like it makes me feel like if you want to make me feel the same way,
it makes you feel warm, but at what cost?
Yeah, like I get the same emotional feeling from watching Bert Kreischer stand up that if Royce just walked into my home and started pissing on the couch while I was sitting on it. It's the same. I'm like, why? Why are you taking your shirt off again?
I needed to pee.
Like, everyone likes it now. But
was it hard to keep up with that because you have to drink a lot, right? Or is that not?
I stay very hydrated.
So I got to ask,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it just seems like there's always one or the other now. So are these two bears sharing custody? They have shared custody of the cave now?
They do, yeah. Yeah, they do. Mm-hmm.
They decided to do a podcast that neither of them could commit to every week.
That's what I mean. It's like weird.
But it makes
that-
a lot of money, so they're just like, whoever's. We can have Kevin Nealon on or whoever the fuck.
Oh well, first off, it's called the pod. So get that right. We don't call it a podcast in the biz. We call it a pod. And something else I wanted to do. So there's another little crossover with worlds here. I'm sure you're aware of Grown Up Italian, right?
Oh, is that Mario Bosco?
Well, see, Mario.
Yes,
Here's
okay,
the thing.
so-
Explain. Mario Bosco is on Growing Up Italian, but we cover the show. Mario Bosco's not part of the show. He's just on sometimes.
So I have to say, I will admit, I found Growing Up Italian.
Hey, guys.
Because of Who Are These Podcasts?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I know it.
And it was because specifically I was on a long road trip. I was driving 9 hours. And Carl, you just started covering this Mario Bosco guy. And I watched every clip on my fucking 9-hour drive to Biloxi. Every Mario Bosco clip with you guys I could find. And I was enamored with it. So then I was I told Royce about it, and I was annoying Royce with it on this road trip. I'm like,
I
bro, I was
hate
just
you.
playing Mario Bosco shit to drive him nuts. But then because I was we can't really cover that because that's kind of Carl's thing. I'm like, but this Growing Up Italian show is a fucking mess. So we just are obsessed with Growing Up Italian now.
So here,
is that the lady? Is
no,
she the host?
Growing
The
Up
old lady?
Italian is these two Guido guys, right? So these two Guido
They're
guys.
literally just two fat Italians from Staten Island that have a popular Instagram page.
So here's what we found out about their show, and we've done this experiment. It's an hour and 2 minutes about Growing Up Italian, so it's not just a clever name. And they
interview people big influencers, and by big influencers,
The
you
Rizzler.
can just be a chick from Staten Island named Mets Girl 679, and if you have more than 100,000 followers, they'll have you on the show.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "So what do you do?" And she's like, "I go from pizza place to pizza place. I eat cannolis." And you're like, "This is
okay." So
garbage.
the entire show is no matter we skip ahead, we get skip
All they talk
anywhere.
about is food.
All they talk about is food.
It's amazing.
Okay,
and that's, by the way, not the format of the show.
No.
They bring them on, and they're supposed to talk about their lives and growing up Italian and the neighborhood and social media. And Royce has skipped around hour-long episodes, and no matter what timestamp he picks, they're always talking about food.
Always.
Well, that's what you have to do. Luckily, I'm half Italian, so that gives me time to do shows like this where I'm not talking about food. But the other half of my day is just constantly talking about food.
Well, then you know what? You're gonna fucking love this show. Check out the intro. It's really good. It's not annoying or anything. I promise.
This is brought to us by Formaggio Italian Cheeses.
Grown up Italian. 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 Grown up Italian.
Growing Up Italian podcast. Growing Up Italian. Growing Up Italian. Growing Up Italian podcast.
We got it.
Hold on.
Here are your hosts, Dago Lasagna and Guinea Meatball.
Dago Lasagna.
Merch. Oh God, Mike, right next to him.
Dago Lasagna. is such a
Dago
great-
Lasagna. Yeah. Wait, what's the other
Mike,
guy?
Dago Lasagna was a punch out guy.
Dago Lasagna. Yeah.
Dago Lasagna. He's one of the ones they cut out because they didn't have enough memory for the card.
Yeah. From Italy, Dago Lasagna.
You could play him in the arcade version.
Yeah. Right now, they just went to the main host, and he's sitting next to a container of mozzarella. It's fresh mozzarella. Fresh mozzarella.
Any other race, this would be banned from the internet.
I know. It's literally it's an Italian minstrel show.
With a black guy and watermelon,
Yeah,
right? It would be so offensive.
Yeah, if you pitched this as a podcast, they'd go, you can't have that.
This is over the line.
I sit there with my mozzarella. Bro, and they've had episodes where they had like a whole salami played out and everything. Remember,
Yeah,
like,
they
the
do.
folded cold cuts behind them.
All those microphones have to be so greasy.
Dude, every day, like when I say my name, it's just like, hey,
This is not. This guy's name is not Mark Anthony. I guess that's his name. He's a fat Italian guy. And
Well, I know he's not.
Mark Anthony.
you come on, like you know what I mean? You do the, and I'm like, dude, where's J Lo? And I'm like, come on, dude, like you know.
So like in school, they'd be like, Mark Anthony, present. Like you do that?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't say it with that tone.
All right, so we're gonna play the game. We're gonna skip ahead 4 minutes, and we're gonna see if they're talking about food. Here we go.
We were moving away from it, and then I brought it back. That's my fault.
I call it bing, bing, beams.
Where's Nono today?
Nono's right here, but he's right on the
there we
side.
go. Nice. I didn't even realize you put it there.
I put him here. Yeah,
It's
if
like
if I
that,
put him on, he shows up.
Homage, or is it just one of your fantasies? I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
this
know.
guy's a TikTok guy who pretends to be an Italian no, and he probably does, the
Oh,
bada
no.
bing and the muzzadel.
Ah,
You
yeah.
eat too skinny.
You're breaking my fucking brochure. Come on. you
Exactly.
cocksucker.
Ever. You play
Oh, you
ice
goalie?
husky, you fat fucking.
You had to have been goalie, right?
Hey, when you play hockey, it's ice husky. You fucking like that kind of shit.
Oh, maybe so they weren't funny people. They were just like saying Italian things to each
Literally, guys just from the neighborhood telling stories from high school.
Yeah. This is.
I was a little young at the time, so like in 1999,
Uh-huh.
were people all over New Jersey just like, oh, now I have a personality when The Sopranos premiered.
Yes.
They're like, finally,
I
someone
mean-
to model myself
Yeah.
after.
No, I will say this: they were already like that. But
It
what
was
hap-
art imitating life.
But what happened was that they grew more emboldened.
Yeah.
Which was
Right.
awful.
You hardened their Italianness.
Yeah,
Is what happened.
Yeah, then they were like,
they respect us.
gabagool, and it was like, oh Jesus Christ! Now they have confidence.
Now we have a criminal to relate to,
Yeah, instead of just my uncle.
who's also a criminal.
Drake just flying on the highway by himself. But you know, over here, like there's a lot of the bad stereotypes is why Canadians are like, I don't want to be fucking. It's guns and school shootings and shit like that.
I hope Canadians believe that. I don't want any more of them here. I don't care. Yeah, guys. It's just a bunch of meth alligators with guns, bro. Just stop coming here. The traffic is horrible.
Can I just say I'm actually shocked. We finally got an episode where they're not talking about food, and it's with a fat guest.
It's super weird. They'll pick up.
But the way you guys built this up, they've made it at least 20 seconds without
I
talking
know,
about
dude.
food.
It's super weird. This is the first time, right?
This is the first time in history I've ever seen them not just be discussing food. We've skipped
Like,
ahead.
yeah, sure.
so
You're
many
waiting
times,
for
it's
that
like,
no.
Yeah.
Literally pizza,
Content, brother.
it's pasta.
Wait, so before No, and obviously still today, it was always stand up for you?
Yeah, I mean, I got into comedy at like
comedian.
19-ish, 18.
We
went
can't
to,
avoid a podcast where they're not talking about the craft of stand-up.
Yeah, no,
dude, it's
you don't understand.
It is.
problem
By
with
the
that
way,
podcast.
I did stand up, and now I do podcast. It's the most uninteresting craft in the world. You're not missing anything by having people talk about it.
To be fair, I do a history of comedy podcast, so I guess I'm part of the problem. But
No, Dave Smith's part of the problem.
Yeah, Dave Smith's part of the
You're
problem.
Blind Mike Project. No, but to be fair, it's one thing to go back. By the way, you're talking about going back and talking about people that were actually interesting. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I saw, didn't you do some about like the Joan Rivers and Johnny Carson thing? Like that that's interesting. But what's not interesting is watching like Stavros Halkias talk to fucking, Tim Dillon about the craft. I'd rather fucking blow my brains out.
Yeah, so I was.
No, not sticks. You guys went where the
I think I was
drones are.
2.
This is another episode. This is the Brothers Cucine.
Drones are everywhere. They're everywhere now.
Again with these damn drones, huh?
Have you guys seen any?
Bro, it's just he's also dressed in an Adidas like fucking tracksuit. Like you're right. Like that's their personality. That's what it is.
they're in the Cosa Nostra, you know?
Oh my god.
These guys have never
But
been
it was-
south of Delaware.
Yeah, it was like the remote control thing. I was like, forget it.
You had to get up to switch the channel?
Yeah, I was gonna go to
And we-
Virginia one time, but the mosquitoes.
always say
Rabbit
we were
ears.
born at the wrong time. Yeah, because we have more tradition than they do. We remember more tradition than they do. And I'm going to catch hell for that one.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Is it?
Because
Who are these fat Guidos and what are they fucking talking
They're
about?
from the old neighborhood, Royce. Do you not get it? They grew up Italian. I think it's pretty clear, and it's
I-
in the name of the fucking. It's baked in. It's baked into the fucking lasagna. It's baked into the tiramisu.
This is actually where at least like with stand up, you went out and tried something. So I get why you'd find it interesting to talk about, even if it's been done to death.
Yeah.
You were a boy
You
three
were just-
generations ago, lived in Italy. What's interesting about that?
You're
just Italian.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You didn't do anything.
Mike's just fucking jealous that he's not a TikTok influencer that eats sandwiches all day.
Yeah,
A little bit. I would like
Actually,
that.
now that I think about it, that would be cool. I would love to have 1 million followers just going, "Hey, I give this sandwich a fucking bada. I give it 5 bada bings," and just call it a day.
And anyway, we already have guys that do that. Okay, and that's of course
We have the Costco guys. that
we're
are
the
Jewish.
fucking Costco guys, which are Jewish, which is weird, right?
They are.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
No, they're
for real,
absolutely
for
they're
real.
absolutely doing Italian face.
I mean, it's weird, but Costco is about savings.
No, but they're definitely guilty of doing WAP face.
Today we are trying. What is WAP face?
When you pretend to be Italian and you're not.
Okay,
Well,
here
De
we go.
Niro's played Jews and movies. They're interchangeable. We're close to.
Yeah, but De Niro also has a half black kid. He's practically Jewish.
Italians are just Jews with better seasoning, you know?
Like he likes black women. What's more Jewish than that?
That's a very good point. So do you, Mersh? Are you Jewish?
Probably.
Here's the Costco guys to see what they're up to.
There's no way. Yo! Oh my gosh, Big Justice and AJ! Yo! Stop it! Stop
What
it!
are
Oh my
the
gosh! Oh my gosh!
Pretty good because you're going to the same Boca Raton Costco that they go to. They live in Boca Raton. by the
Crazy.
way.
You know what's crazy too? How this was like so spontaneous, and this wasn't
Right?
pre-planned at all. But like, you just felt so comfortable enough to hug this kid.
I wish
Well,
nothing but the worst for
when-
this
Speaking
family.
of spontaneous, anytime you see someone, you go, "Hey, it's so and so."
Hey, hi, guy from, and then shout out their YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, is that Carl from Who Are These Podcasts? What's he doing in here?
If you rewind, folks, you'll hear me go, "Is that Royce and Mur?" As I live and breathe.
And then you do one of those.
ROTC gang.
And then you'll be like, "Who let you guys in here?" You got to do one of
Oh, you
those.
gotta do one of those. We'll let you
I guess they're just letting one in this place. Am I right? Or another good one is, "Here comes trouble. Here comes trouble."
Here's what I don't get. How come the dad doesn't occasionally like a chicken bank and the kid doesn't occasionally have the double chunk chocolate cookie?
On the count of his diabetes.
Oh.
This guy! Oh my god! Yo! It's nice to meet you guys! Bring the boom!
I want these people to live forever. I actually
Why? Oh my God, Mike! Have you seen the funeral one when somebody died? It's
the funniest
Have you
thing
seen
I've
that?
ever seen in my life.
No.
Virgie,
No, don't tell
Virgie,
Oh yeah, I got you.
please.
Pessy probably has that
Pessy?
like saved so he can inject it in.
Can
his
somebody,
fucking veins.
anybody, give me the 5 booms, please, for the love of God? So you
I'm
know,
getting it,
okay,
I'm
Mike.
getting it.
So you know, like,
5
you know when a cop dies or something, they do the 21 gun salute.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so it's important you know that for what we're about to pull over. So,
Here, I got it.
thank you.
Here, hold
They do. This is one of my
Yeah,
favorite.
the cameo. The cameo was great.
Yeah, whichever one. Okay, thank you. Is that what it is? Okay, it's a cameo. So this guy's well.
By the way, I'm 100% certain that whoever bought this cameo is completely just fucking with them, but it's still.
Oh, we're so sorry to hear about your brother that passed away. He gets 5 big booms. Boom! 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 Boom!
Delusional.
Now my grandma passed away, and none of you gave me. Mersh did give me 5 booms.
I gave your
Mersh
grandma
gave me
5
5
booms.
booms. He didn't give me 5 booms. It's true.
What's the science behind that getting 5 booms?
That's
Like,
what
what's
I
a
said.
10
Why
boom?
5? What does some? If you're like a saint, are you worthy of 6 booms? Like, how does this work?
I have insisted now when I die, I want 5 booms. That's all
Minimum.
I want.
Minimum 5 booms, okay? Because I'm better than whoever this fuck's first dad was or whatever. Like, I honestly want these booms now. I'm obsessed with the booms.
Have these guys dwindled in popularity?
No!
Like,
That's
They're
the
they're
thing.
bigger than ever, bro.
That's the thing. They have
that
it.
is disturbing.
Bro, they're wrestling now.
Yes, it's awesome.
They're in AEW. The dad is a wrestler in AEW.
Yeah, he's
dude.
1-0 too. So
Mm-hmm.
just saying.
You know what's really sad is like there's gonna be a documentary in 10 years where it's like it turns out this guy was a horrible father.
Oh, of course.
Oh, it's so obvious.
And that poor boy shouldn't have been. Where it's like we all know that, and
Yeah.
we're just gonna pretend we don't, and then in 10 years make a sad documentary about it.
Bro, we've watched like outtakes of them, and you can see the dad like throwing the kid glances and stuff when they mess up and they gotta start over. It's fucking really dark. And I'm telling you, man, either AJ or the Rizzlers is gonna end up fucking murdering some bitch in Florida one day. We're gonna hear about it.
Yeah, well-
and because of our sunshine laws, we're gonna get every little detail.
Yeah, so my kid murdered somebody in Boca Raton, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna give 5 booms to the victim. Boom!
I can't wait to
Boom!
see. I can't wait to see AJ at 19 just coked out of his face in a body cam. Just fucking some girl coming out of his fucking double wide with like welts all over her face.
And then while he's getting arrested, he's saying things. You know who I am? I'm the Costco kid. I'm the boom
Hey, Papa,
guy. Yeah.
I just sent you the bloopers video because you can hear it.
Oh, here it is. Oh, here you go. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one where he wasn't getting it right. They were filming something for a YouTube video, and it gets real weird. Yeah.
Action. 3, 2, 1. Boom.
No, we're here with Jay Kind of Funny.
No,
Oh,
okay. Don't worry.
No, we're here with Jay Kind of Funny is first.
Okay. We're here with Jay Kind of Funny.
And this is boom. Eric, one at a time. Okay. We're here with Jay.
Eric,
Oh
one
my
at a
God,
Eric,
he's-
one at a
He's
time.
so annoyed at this
One
kid.
at a time, Eric.
He's so annoyed at this kid. He's exploiting.
Yeah, seriously. Knocks the chicken bake out of his hand. Now you're not eating it tonight. You're not eating it tonight now.
Jay Kind of Funny, and this is boom or doom. And then I'll say this boom or doom. You say the chicken bake or the double chunk chocolate.
Ready? And action. We're here with Jay Kind of Funny.
And this is boom or doom.
The chicken bake.
Or the double chunk chocolate cookie.
I thought they were both already a boom.
double chunk chocolate cookie. No, you gotta taste it. You gotta take it.
No, you gotta take
God,
it.
yeah.
No, you gotta take
Hey,
it.
yeah,
dickhead, there's
take-
an art to this.
Take
Yeah.
7. We're back to. Oh my God, dude, this is insane. This man is insane.
Yeah, that's crazy. This is about cookies. Calm down.
This man is. I've already said before. This guy must be a fucking nightmare to live with.
Oh yeah.
First
Well,
taste.
he's-
First
I
taste.
know very little about his story, but he's a guy that tried a bunch of different things, right?
Yes. He's been trying shit his whole life, and then when his fat kid said chicken bake, everybody was like, "Oh, this is cool."
Hey, this kid's fat and he likes food.
Yeah.
The chicken bake.
Oh.
Then taste the double chunk chocolate cookie, and then give your answer.
And I love that the Rizzler's even more popular than them. Like I've seen the Rizzler by himself at Knicks games and shit. I'm like, that rules.
Yeah. So what is is the Rizzler part of their team?
No, he's some other fat kid from like New York or something. That they
Totally
just-
unrelated.
that-
I
that
always
this-
hear them in the same breath for some reason.
Yeah, because this dad also kind of kidnapped this kid and is now using him too.
Well, good. He seems like a fit parent. so
Yeah, he's
good.
building a stable of young boys that he can videotape. That doesn't sound
That
weird at
doesn't
all.
sound weird at all, actually.
No, I'm sure it's fine.
No, it's okay. He's just giving them booms.
Yeah, apparently 5 booms.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, sorry. Here, try the chicken bake. Okay. It's so chickeny. It has bacon.
It's chickeny. Now I'm mad at this kid. You know what? Kid? Get it right, chickeny? Dude, we're trying to build a fucking Costco empire here.
You're gonna review food for a living, dickhead.
Yeah, you
Talk
fucking
about mouthfeel.
Yeah,
Give me
that's-
something.
Thank you. Exactly.
Savory.
Watch that heroin addict, Anthony Bourdain, talk down to you. That's how you review food.
It's so good. It has cheese.
This definitely gets a boom. Definitely.
All right,
By the
now
way,
try
the guy eating the chicken bake, he looks like an alternate, like universe version of Sneeko, like a multiverse version where he's
yeah.
like nice to the Jews.
Yeah.
double chunk chocolate cookie.
Let me do that one.
Wow, he wouldn't even give him the cookie. No. Whoa, it got real weird.
Do that one. You ready?
Touch my
All right,
fucking
Jay.
double
Now you
chunk
gotta try
chocolate
the
cookie.
Double chunk chocolate cookie.
I've been waiting all my
Yeah,
life.
don't
for this.
worry. We'll fix it later in editing, you little shit. He's all pissed.
You're gonna double chunk not have your Xbox tonight if you don't get it right. If you don't fucking get it right. You want to go back to normal school? Did you like this little private school thing? You don't have to actually do schooling. What do you want here, the big Jake, huh? Big Justice?
That definitely gets a boom.
You know what they're not gonna have you know where they're not gonna have a Costco membership? In your double chunk chocolate foster home.
You're gonna wish you were the Hawk Tua girl if you don't nail it.
When are we
Oh,
getting
when
a
are we
boom
getting a
coin?
Costco coin?
Boom coin. A boom coin.
For me, guys.
Yeah, I think
So,
I'm
but I want to see what Mike thinks about our ideas. So, me and Royce were thinking.
I heard a little bit of this.
We want to
Yeah,
get in on this meme coin thing, and we just
Rug
want to call
coin?
it rug. Here,
Rug,
coin.
rug coin. Yeah, it's a rug pull
So
coin.
when we pull it, we have like a legal argument for being like, no, it was performance art.
Yeah.
I think that is the smart approach, although that's kind of what Dave Portnoy did, and he's getting shit for. I don't know a ton about it.
That'd be so
but
funny.
Portnoy was like, hey, listen, like I'm putting my money in this. I think it's a scam, but buy it if you want. And then people are like, hey, this is a scam. And he's like, yeah, that's kind of what I said.
Oh yeah, Dave, be nice to me or I'll ruin your pizza place, Portnoy. Yeah.
You mean Dave? You mean Dave? I'm in Louisville tonight. Gay porn star guy. Can you get back to me, Portnoy?
Well,
Boy, did they memory hole
Boy,
that.
we just ignored that
Oh,
one.
I
huh?
forgot about that.
Yeah, that's what he wanted.
That's one of the hardest screenshots to this day to find on the internet. He spent
yeah.
a lot of money memory holing that.
Wait, hold on 1 second. All right. Okay, here we go. And say, all right, Jay, which one gets the boom and which one gets the doom?
All right, Jay. Which one gets the boom and which one gets the doom?
You're not saying it right. You're not fucking saying it.
I know which one's about to. I know which one's about to get the belt.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with it.
You would say wait, you would say the chicken meat gets the doom?
Oh my God, you're exhausting.
Scorsese doesn't have this many takes.
Are you
This is-
serious?
It's such a
I'm
delicate
sorry.
art.
The chicken bake gets the doom.
Justice, you better get
and
this
the
right
double
with your
chocolate
mother. I'm gonna
cookie
give her like
gets the
several
doom.
fucking booms.
Oh man,
Look
Jesus.
at that dead smile and those dead eyes on fucking AJ, man.
Black eyes,
He
like
is
a
a
doll's
There
eyes.
is a darkness in that motherfucker.
Everybody hurts. Guys, that's it at 6 o'clock. Can you fucking believe it?
Holy shit.
Fucking wild. Mike, dude, that was a lot of fun, man. Thanks for coming on.
It was.
For real.
Thanks for having me.
Dude, you're a blast, man. Yeah.
Yeah, to come on whenever you want. That was a lot of fun. We just
Awesome.
have.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Plug your shit.
BlindMike.net is where all my links are. I host 3 podcasts, and you can find them all there. I have a Patreon. So check all that out, blindmike.net. I appreciate you guys. Oh, and Royce was on an episode of Why You Laughing years ago.
Yes, I
So if
was.
you want to start there,
Yes.
check that out. And
Yeah, that's right. I was. That's right. That
yeah,
was fun.
And then
You never invited me back. It's not a big deal, guys.
Oh, you never invited me at all.
No, you
but
never
that's
invited
because the whole internet
Annie-
told him I'm a fucking
Annie
I'm
un-
radioactive.
Annie
I
unfollowed
invited
me.
both of you because for some reason I thought you guys were like Laurel and Hardy. So I thought when I reached out to Royce, you'd both be on.
Yeah, well, that's not how it works. Guys, go check out blindmike.net. Hey, man, thanks for being on, dude. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, boys, so much.
See
Yeah,
you
man,
later.
that was awesome.
All right, bro. There he goes. And he is gone.
See, I knew Mike would be fun.
Yeah,
that was easy.
That was a lot of fun.
Like I said, it's not often that like we have a guest on that I've never had any contact with.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had any dealings with Mike, but I watch him. Like that's
Yeah,
kind of weird.
he's
Like,
awesome.
It's weird for me to be like, oh, Blind Mike. Yeah, I've never spoken to the guy, but I watch and enjoy his show, so that's kind of funny.
Brendan Lucas says, remember we didn't choose to drop 2 nuclear bombs on Japan. We dropped nuclear bomb on Japan until we ran out. Keith O'Higgins, asked by Mike if he likes Helen Keller as his favorite colorist. I'm not gonna, too late. Justin Time says, Dino Bones are absolutely real. I saw it myself on the Jurassic Park ride in Orlando.
Outside bones.
Outside
bones.
Never forget your teeth are outside bones. Irish Serpent, I love how the bottom panel is blank. Guys, thank you so much.
Sharing room your lips like bats.
That way?
And then when the chief goes missing, you get told that it was taken by a demon
that
that
your
your parents
parents
know.
know.
Yeah, Nightwave tonight at 10 p.m. on Rumble.
Pessy, you're up next.
Trident gum.
And Virgie.
Are you up next?
At some point. Yeah, I'll be on.
Tomorrow is a Locals or Patreon only show. If you're looking for the ad-free audio version of this, it will be up on Patreon and Locals. If not, hey, deal with the commercials because we need money. All right, guys, but make sure to sign up Patreon. Locals tomorrow is going to be a really fun show. Make sure you're there. Go check out Pessy. Bye.
Bye.
You know,
You're saying the cookie wrong.
Blind Mike's pretty good for a cripple.
He's not.
His eyes are crippled.